What's poppin', everybody? It is Kenpachi, still here. Uh, had a nice little Christmas break.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We back in the fold under a new presidency as of now.
Get him the fuck out of here. Put him on the bus, coach.
Hey, get him, send him packing.
Put
And
him on
this
a
man
fucking
Joe,
rocket and send him to the moon as far as that
bruh,
goes.
this
Send that
man
nigga to
Joe
Mars,
is,
bro.
this man Joe is already not bullshitting. You see that post I put where he talking about if
You,
the White House staff or whatever.
yeah,
If I see you talking down or disrespecting anyone, I will fire you on the spot.
yeah.
This man Joe
He's
not playing with y'all, bruh.
He's not playing. And
Y'all
then
better
like
step up down there.
he's also like, what is it? Increasing the minimum wage to like 15. Like he said,
Oh,
he's
word?
doing that off rip. I was like,
Oh.
okay.
Hey, go
Hey.
for it.
So is that for everybody or just the privileged?
I don't. That's why I got.
See,
Hey,
yeah, that's why you gotta read that
hey.
fine print.
That's
Hey,
what
as
I'm
long-
saying.
hey.
You gotta find out.
Now that he's in office, send them checks, bro. Where my 2K at?
Low key. Shit.
If they specify, because they've been trying to raise minimum wage, and the maps that I keep seeing, it says over 5 years. So
Yeah, it's been a constant thing for a while.
Mm.
If it actually works, cool, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If it does, this job market about to get crazy because people ain't gonna want to hire nobody.
More jobs. More jobs. But yeah, this episode 77 of Kenpachi's Podcast. As you've heard already, we have our usual suspects, and we have a guest for today. Blitz, how you feeling?
Right, like I said, Happy New Year. It's been a minute since we've been on here because honestly, there hasn't been a lot of gaming news to go off of the first few weeks of the new year. We finally got some stuff, so
Chef,
Yeah.
what's
was
What's-
Blitz done? I don't.
no,
no,
I'm
he was
done.
done. He was done.
Oh, okay.
What's up with your name? Why you change your name? Or like
know
what's
You know what the.
it's still
Yeah.
it's still that?
Yeah, you know the significance.
Dang.
Damn, I thought it was for somebody in here.
No.
Oh, get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No, it's for the orange one. Yeah, the
Yes,
orange one is
sir.
no more. Put him on the bus. We out.
Said my vitamin C levels are fine.
He pardoned a bunch of people too on his way out. It was crazy. Like,
Oh, did y'all see the National State Garden that he's about to make? Or that he signed an executive order for?
Garden.
Yeah, so it's honoring the American heroes of, I guess, America.
All
What
of
they
them?
do?
And they supposed
What
to get
they-
statues of themselves in a garden. I think what they say in Colorado or some shit like that.
Wait, but heroes from what? From
History.
Rona or what?
No,
History.
From history altogether. And guess what name popped up on the list? I want y'all to just take a wild guess.
Lil Wayne, because he got pardoned today.
No, actually, let me give y'all a hint. It's somebody that really doesn't deserve it because it was an accidental thing he did.
Oh, Christopher Columbus.
Yes, he's getting a
Oh
statue.
my god.
I thought we just
don't he
tore
already
all
got-
of his shit down.
Oh, I guess we got to
Actually-
take that down. I don't know.
Actually, no, he's not. I don't think he's getting a statue. He was added to the list like the day before Trump left. So he
Mhm.
wasn't originally on the list, but they added him to it for
That
whatever
bullshit.
reason,
He tried to sneak something in there.
knowing that he didn't do anything.
So this list of supposed American heroes are going to get their own statues. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some Civil War era people in there. So technically, they could be traitors to the state.
I don't know what the hell they thought. I don't know what they plan on doing with this National
I'm-
Garden.
I-
They already
I'm
got too
just-
many fucking monuments.
They already got it. We already got enough. We got the
Right.
wall. We got what? All of Washington D.C. is a fucking monument, right?
And then they got, yeah, it's like I don't know what else y'all can do.
That Capitol building was about to look like a monument for a minute there.
And how it started versus how it's going. You know, for the most part.
I think Lincoln about to get 3 different monuments. He got the one in D.C. He got the Mount Rushmore, and they trying to give him a statue for the National Garden too.
I can't wait for us to
That
make a
boy
time
Lincoln
machine and
is
go
like-
back and find out about all these fuck niggas that's really just praised.
And just throw hands, honestly.
Hey,
But yeah.
so, yeah, we got him the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm
We
saying?
may basically. I was hoping by the end of his presidency we could have T-shirts that said "I survived the Trump presidency." So Nigga, we made it.
Nice shade. Light
Ooh.
shade. How you feeling?
You know, a little more hopeful than I did yesterday.
I feel
We
you.
finally we did finally get the orange thing out of here. It's watching the inauguration today. It felt like we actually had a president again, where everything was more formal and
A
not
dude
just.
that could actually speak sentences, full
Yeah,
sentences.
well, Trump can speak sentences. The problem is, it was like you threw a 14-year-old up there in a class debate about which Call of Duty is the best every time he got up there and talked. So it's like I'm just glad we have somebody up there that's
We
coherent
have the
and
best people
professional.
ever. There's no one else better in the world better than our people.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know it's true because I'm the one saying it. We have to be honest. Yeah,
Like
yeah. All right, nigga.
when Trump got up there and talked, it drove my anxiety through the roof. I'm like, something gonna happen. Somebody gonna get touched. But I'm just glad we got that bullshit out. So maybe next 4 years, you know, Biden's got a lot of work to do. A lot of
He
cleaning up.
does.
I hope he brought all the dustpans and Swiffer brooms he could get, cause whoo,
What's
he got a lot.
He's
He got a lot of work to do.
somebody I saw on Twitter said, I hope they scrub the White House down to the sheetrock after these last 4 years, because damn.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
he got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Other
Not a
than that,
guarantee. Yeah, not a guarantee that it'll be a fun 4 year. It'll certainly be better. Hopefully it'll be more professional.
yeah,
For sure. So
won't live in fear of being drafted into some bullshit.
yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
I feel you. All right.
Hey, before we get started, how would y'all feel if I told y'all I got some great news for y'all from Google Stadia?
Son.
I'm
Oh.
being
Stadia's
dead
still
ass,
a
bro.
thing?
It's like the best news that I heard from Google
That
Stadia.
shit shutting down.
That shit shut down, bro.
I
No,
didn't
it's
get
not.
that email yet.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's not shutting
god.
We can either start it off like this, or I can wait till we get done with all the rest of the
Let's
topics.
just get it out the way, bro.
Hold on, let me give you something to. That's what I was looking for, a fucking link for it, but the link that I had at work does not show up at home. Where are you at? Here, just in general. So basically, Google has come out with a new way to share games, and it's actually like one of the best things I've heard for gaming so far. So, whenever you are on Google Stadia and you share a video or a screenshot, the person who is able to view the video or screenshot is able to literally go into that exact same state of game that you had and play it from the beginning, wherever they hit that, like they put the marker. So if you was doing a specific challenge and it was only like tailored to your style of gameplay or something like that, with your loadout, the objectives that you had, or something that you had like specifically for
Someone
you.
else can play that exact same.
Yes.
I'm just
That's
curious, like,
ah,
what is that gonna work?
So yeah, I'm a little
in the
confused
future.
how
That's going to be really nice, but
I mean, it might be, but it depends on how, like, what you can use it on.
So let me get this straight. Let me use an example. So let's say, because I know Cyberpunk is on Stadia, right? So let's say someone posts a screenshot or like a clip of Cyberpunk gameplay. Are they so? And if you view it, are you able to just jump right into the game and play it from that point?
I don't know how long you can play it for. It's just the way they explain it is like a set amount of time. They don't mention it's a set amount of time, but it just seems like it's only a set amount of time. Because they using it with Hitman 3 that just came out, and Hitman 3 has a bunch of those like challenge missions where you do something specific, but you only got that like the limited amount of time to do it before the mission ends. So they was using that for an example, and I guess whoever is playing Hitman 3 on Stadia and wants to share a video clip or a screenshot of whatever they did, whoever else looks at it, they can jump into that game and do the mission that they did with the exact same loadout that person had, and try to do it, I guess, better or something.
I'm presuming you already. Okay, yeah, I'm presuming you have to have that game's own that game already on Stadia before you can do it, right?
Yeah. So far, it seems like a good idea to me, but that they didn't really like fully flesh it out yet.
It is a good idea, but it's
yeah,
we
I
don't
give
really
Google...
have games right now that would. Well, I mean, I'm not sure, but
no, because Hitman 3 is the only game you can use it on. So I guess they just using that to test it out, see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like if you try to use it on like certain games, with like larger save files, it would definitely corrupt some shit, and then you have a bunch of angry niggas.
probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can see them using it. That seems like one of those technologies that's a little bit ahead of its time. I can
Yeah,
see why they're testing
definitely.
it now.
Yeah, but
I
if it
mean,
works out good, it's that's like
That might save them, low key.
that's crazy.
that's
Not
what I
not
was
save them.
that's what I was thinking. Like maybe if Stadia's still around 5 to 8 years from now, wait, they could use it
Yeah.
Probably not.
to its full potential. But I mean, the odds of
I-
that are looking grim.
I'll give Google points for at least trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Stadia as a platform. I'm not sure how viable it truly is, at least at this point in time. So
I mean, maybe when
Uh,
universal internet speeds are better,
yeah, yes, absolutely.
'cause my shit can't do that.
here's an example that they use like for procedurally generated worlds. Uh, so because what procedurally generated, I guess when you have different maps from everybody else, somebody's doing I guess if a mission is set in some type of like it's a specific mission, but it's generated world, so it's different layouts for everybody. But if you wanted to use somebody else's layout and they posted a screenshot of it, you just go to their screenshot and go straight into their game and use their layout for the mission.
Hmm.
But yeah, they gotta flesh it out a little bit more
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the way they explained it seems like there's some promise to it, but I'm still not sure. But I just like the idea of it.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that they've done so far for Stadia. Is innovate, or at least attempt to innovate.
Yeah, not for lack of trying. It's
Yeah.
just
So I'll give
like
them that.
Nightshade said, we all got to get better internet infrastructure in this country before Stadia can even be thought about. To be honest, so. But yeah, not bad.
All right, my bad. Grandmother was asking me something. All right.
That was it.
That-
So yeah, we can.
All right.
Yeah.
So, first topic of the episode 77. Star Wars Battlefront 2 went live. What was it for? Like a couple weeks or? Wait, is it still live now? When does it?
Nah,
Today's the
been
last
over with.
day.
I
Oh,
think
today's
today's
the
Yeah.
last day. Okay.
Or either today's the last day or it's already
Oh,
over
tomorrow
Okay.
maybe.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. So
with. So hurry up and get out there and get it on Epic if you haven't already.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure everybody up in the Discord picked it up and been playing it ever since. And from the people who I'm pretty sure everybody played like the first one or played at least the demo.
Yeah.
I played the beta when it originally came out in 2017.
How are we liking it now? From us playing it for like I would say like a couple weeks now.
I think as a skin Battlefield, it's pretty good. But I think because it's very similar to Battlefield and how the mechanics and a lot of the leveling and stuff works, probably the reason why I don't really like it all that much.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's fun. It didn't blow me away the first time I played it, and it really isn't blowing me away now. But I mean, it's fun.
I mean, as
Also,
much fun as you can be had for free.
Yeah, I'm just going first because I know I really don't care about Star Wars, so the fact that it's Star Wars doesn't really do anything for me.
There. Chef, do you want to go next, or because I don't.
Yeah. Because I mean, I do enjoy the Battlefront structure from the Star Wars IP being integrated into like a, I guess I would call it Battlefield type, but it's like way different than Battlefield to me. And I mean, I like the game. I've always liked it, but it was just like them releasing the games like initially, both 1 and 2, just lackluster and underwhelming for most aspects. I don't see any real problems with it. They made the progression a lot easier in this game. Well, for now, because it's like double, triple XP, like permanently, it seems like for this
I
game.
would imagine so
leveling
because
up is fast.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're going to keep the double and triple XP because they're done developing for the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
life cycle is over.
Yeah, the life cycle is
And-
over. It just picked up speed because it went free for a week or 2 weeks.
And I like the idea of the co-op, because they got a co-op mode in there that you can do with 3 other people against AI. And if you level up, and when you level up in co-op, that carries over to like the actual multiplayer too. So it's
That
crazy
was a
that
nice
they let
feature
that happen.
I like.
But I like that they did that because yeah, that's nice.
It's a lot easier. especially grinding like the what was it, the domination matches and like going
Yep.
back and forth, bruh. Oh my god, felt like it was an actual war.
Yeah, the game modes are long as shit for
Yeah,
whatever reason, and yeah, that's another reason why I can't compare it to Battlefield because Battlefield is straightforward. Like if you lose, you lose. Matchmake for the next game and then
What
try
makes
again.
it so
But
long? Is it like there's multiple phases, or is it
no,
just like
they say it's tug of war. That's the description of the game mode. I forgot what game
ah,
mode it is, but it says tug of war. So you literally got to keep going back and forth until you win twice.
gotcha?
So if you, because it starts off at domination with like 5 points to cap. If you cap those, you got to go up to a ship. If you don't get the 2 points or one of the points on the ship, then you got to go back down and go right back into domination mode. And it keeps
Gotcha.
going until one team wins both rounds, and it's like, yo, this shit can go forever.
I think I's been like like a 2 hour, 2 or 3 hour match because you kept
Ew.
going back and
Oh.
forth. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yikes!
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
see,
why
that's
they don't
one of-
add some type of well, they won't. Like if
No.
they had a feature, like if they add a feature in there for stalemate or something, but damn, going back and forth between it is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like that's one of the reasons why I don't like Battlefield as much as like a Call of Duty or like another FPS. It's, like the games are just too long, bro. Like
Yeah.
it just gets to the point where it's mind numbing because you've been fucking flicking your mouse around for the last 2 hours and your team's been getting shit on for 2 hours. It's like yeah,
Like playing League.
okay, come on.
Imagine
Yeah.
the arthritis I was getting from Battlefield 3 back when they had the custom servers that you could have.
Yeah,
It was
it's
like a
just
million tickets. It's like, yo,
yeah, this shit's
we
were
gotta end
endless.
this.
yo, those
Just
were
be
like
sitting
the
there all
real
day,
days.
don't even realize it.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Yeah,
That was
nah.
fucking crazy, but yeah.
I can't really get down with that. Maybe I'm just I don't know, just age out of that. I can't play games like that anymore.
No, yeah, I feel that. Cause I mean I'm gonna play the game, but yeah, it's not gonna be like long sessions. If it's at least one game that goes for way too long with one of those tug of wars, then the next one is gonna be I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after that, I'm going to like co-op or something, bro. I'm not doing
Sessions
no
cannot
long
be that
ass
long for
mess.
me.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
crazy.
I need to get on the game. I installed it, then uninstalled it because took up way too much space on my primary drive. I think the game download size like 90 gigs.
Yeah, some dumb shit.
And then I reinstalled it on my secondary drive, and I haven't played it yet because I've been doing other things and playing other games. But like just watching y'all play it and watching y'all stream it, it does seem fun, especially with friends. So
Yeah, you gotta
And-
have a party. You can't do that
yeah.
shit at randoms. It's
yeah,
dreadful.
and then I can only imagine. And then plus again, the fact that this was what a $60 game 3 years ago when it came out. The fact that it's now all free, it's like you can't really pass that up. So
You're right. Yeah, the whole like everything.
yeah. So
Sure.
and the game is in a lot better shape, like you said. They streamline a lot of the progression. XP is not as stingy. Did they take out microtransactions completely, or are they still kind of there?
Yeah.
They're just not
Oh
as
no,
yeah,
they nuked that shit.
It's not
Like,
there.
all
You
that
got the
backlash they
currency,
got-
but you can't use it.
Yeah, because I know like Star Wars niggas almost went to war over the
Yeah.
microtransactions. I just
It was-
didn't know
it
if they
was
took them out
funny.
altogether or.
Yeah, they just nuked all of it. They left the currency in there, but all the other shit they just got rid of all of it. It was funny too because after that happened, the player base pretty much dropped off. Like anyways, like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, bad
Yeah.
first impressions.
Yeah, exactly. But the fact that it's
Oh.
all there now, plus all the DLC and all the extra content that they added is all in there again for free. You can't really pass that up. So, by the
Also
time
note
this
that you
video's
gotta
out,
boot
ahead.
up 2 separate fucking browsers just to access the game.
oh yeah, that too.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
that
couple
dumb
words.
shit. Yeah.
Sometimes I open it and it still don't open. I gotta open up like half the programs on my computer just to boot up, and then it still don't do it.
So do you open
I
it
gotta-
up from Origin or do you open it up from Epic?
It doesn't matter. It opens both anyways. So I usually try to do it from Epic because it usually gives me less issues if I do that. But then sometimes it doesn't matter. I just have to. I open it and then it doesn't open the game, but it says that the game's running. So then I have to close everything again and try again. It's oh my. Origins, they
ugly
just need to get their
process.
shit together.
Yeah, I think they need to get rid of Origin as a platform. Just integrate
Yeah.
fully with Steam or Epic or GOG or whatever it is.
The money,
their
the money.
partnership. Yeah, y'all got y'all don't got to worry about money. Y'all good. But yeah, I'm gonna get on the game eventually with y'all. Next time y'all party up, I'm gonna join in because it does look fun playing with friends for sure.
It definitely is.
Plus, as a Star Wars, I'm not a super Star Wars fan, but
Like Marty, bruh.
Yeah, I'm not as hardcore as Marty, but like I consider myself, if Marty's like a tier 1 Star Wars fan, I consider myself tier 2. Like I know enough about the lore and about the stuff, but I don't know like the nitty-gritty of I don't get that far into it, but it does make me want to play like a Battlefield-esque type game because usually I wouldn't be into that type of shooter because it's not as noob friendly, I guess, as Call of Duty, but having a Star Wars coat of paint on it does help. So I do want to get on the game and play it more. So
Most definitely. Um,
I did want to ask, do y'all think now that the player base has kind of spiked again because it did go free?
Fuck that game.
most
bro.
definitely.
That's right. That's why.
Most
That's why. I don't
definitely.
like it. Now that's why I secretly don't like that game because all of fucking EA's games all run off the same goddamn servers, and
Yeah.
every fucking Apex lobby has just been ass cheeks since that shit went free to play.
I didn't know they're all linked to the same shit.
I suppose because the Apex servers like literally started shitting themselves as soon as the game got released free to play.
That's nuts.
I wouldn't be surprised because them opening up servers for an old game would be like a waste of money to them, even though it probably
Yeah.
wouldn't cost them that much at all.
But the
Like, no
question I
joke,
was
the day that it dropped, the servers on Apex just went down completely, like just
That's
all together,
wild.
and then it's been shit since then.
That's nuts. Hey man. But the question I was going to ask was, do y'all think that this could be like a litmus test for them to make a Battlefront 3?
No, no. I think they should look to do something else. I mean, especially seeing how Lucas Studios is. We'll get into that later, but I think they should try to, do something else. I don't think we should keep having this style of game. Like, I think they need to realize they can make other kinds of games besides Battlefield-esque, like giant open world fucking run around and shoot shit games.
Yeah, no, that's fair, and I agree. I'd rather have something else, like something with a. I mean, like you said, we're about to get into it, but I feel like Star Wars is a lot more open now, especially with the next topic we're going to get
Right.
into. So just go ahead and make a different type of Star Wars game that I've been asking for years. That'd be very nice. So, but I was just wondering, like, it makes you wonder since the player base kind of spike came back for Battlefront 2. Does this mean that it might do a sequel or something?
It's a bubble. It about.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say they could. I mean, they won't, but they could have continued supporting it because Xenoverse 2 is getting a new character again, even though that game has been out for 5 years.
Another one. Who's the last new character that came out?
Supreme West Kai, the female woman,
Oh, I don't know who that is, but okay.
and they releasing a new character. But I was gonna say because they don't have any like other. They have a lot of characters they can add into the game, but I doubt that they would do that. Because I was like, if they do make another Battlefront, that'll be the reason why to add more characters. But they could have put those in this game to
Okay. Yeah, I
add
was
to the
just wondering.
longevity. But they're done with the game. So if they doing something with like a lot of characters, then yeah, just go to a whole different setting or something like that.
And
Ain't no
what
point
would
taking
you
to you.
like suppose that they do if they do something like that?
For like all the characters.
Yeah.
Oh, we can handle that with the next topic because that's my idea. It's part of the next topic.
Yeah. So all in all, yeah, Battlefront 2 is cool that it went free. Like I said, if you haven't got it already by the time of this video comes out, go ahead and grab Battlefront 2 on Epic for free, like right now, because it probably ends like tomorrow. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and get on next time y'all squad up. So I think that's all that needs to be said on it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. All right. So, next on the list.
Speaking of Star Wars,
Yes. It can now flourish, as IGN says. So,
Who said this?
huh?
Who said that?
IGN?
IGN.
They use that word?
Yes.
Yes.
They getting paid to do shit. I know they are.
Of course they are.
What do you-
They're IGN.
What they mean flourish? Wait the hell out of here with that.
I mean, it can. They're not necessarily wrong here.
Yeah, they
It
not,
just,
but I
it
don't
just
like
it just has to be done right.
So it's a whole lot of optimism
Studio
I'm
they got.
hearing.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, it probably helps to be a Star Wars fan in the first place, but
They, cause what was the first one? They got massive, doing the open world game for Star Wars, and that's what I was talking about with like the extra characters.
Well,
They can do
what is Massive working on for Star Wars? Let the people know in case they may not be aware.
what are they working on? Oh, an
Yeah.
open world title, and that's as far as it went for me, because Massive is responsible for the Division 2, and
Subsidiary of Ubisoft, by the way, for those who
yeah,
may not know.
yeah, subsidiary. And then most people think it's going to be like a Division 2 with a Star Wars skin on it. I don't know what else they could do with an open world Star Wars from Massive, because I've only known them to make 2 games, which are the same, like literally the exact same. But that open world, if they do a Division with the Star Wars skin on it, I mean, I guess it'll be cool, but I don't
Would it
expect it.
though?
I guess I guess that's the question then. Let me ask you, since you play the Division, Chef, what's the feeling for a Star Wars game like that that's similar to the Division? What's the
It would
highest
be a
they can
bad
go?
idea. That would be a terrible idea, because the Division is based around loot and mindless shooting most of the time. So if they go that route, then it's mostly like Mandalorians or bounty hunter type shit that you got to go through for the open world, which means you're limited to being a shooter for like an open world game, as most open world games are. And then on top of that, you got to worry about managing loot and RNG and ranking up and all that type of stuff. I would think that would be a terrible idea. So hopefully
they
they got
have-
something else in the bag.
Yeah.
But they're
Do
working
they-
on the Avatar project. So, and
Hmm.
by Avatar I mean the James Cameron one. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I don't know who asked for that. I did want to ask you though, do they have melee combat in Division 2?
No. It's just limited to gun butts. That's it.
Only
It's
reason
no
I asked
melee.
though is like because you said like you'd be limited to only having being like a Mandalorian or a bounty hunter type character.
Yeah.
So I guess like if they had any experience in doing melee combat, maybe they could have did Jedi or some kind
Maybe.
of force sensitive stuff. But based on that reaction, I guess not.
And
Yeah.
because
Not
I've
at
been
all.
wanting a Star Wars game where you can create literally your own Jedi, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to make my
They
own
should do it for the
Jedi.
Old Republic. You did it in the Old Republic, can't you? The MMO.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah.
Well, a more linear type game,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the MMOs is like a lot of resources and time that you
Yeah.
got to sink into that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played any of the divisions, but I'll take your word for it that it'd be difficult to pull that type of game off with a Star Wars coat of paint because I think Star Wars games are typically the best when they're linear and more story driven or narrative driven,
Yeah.
and the division games obviously are not that. So I think they're going to be hard pressed to get this to work if that's indeed the type of game they're trying to make. Who knows?
hope
Maybe they're actually trying to make something different other than Division with Star Wars. But like you said, that's the only type of game that they've made so far. So, you know,
And the last studio that tried to branch out the game settings managed to disappoint a lot of people, aka CD Projekt Red. But I don't know if they can pull off the same thing like that. But usually, if a game studio goes from doing one thing that they know and try something different, then it's just a testing game, really.
Yeah.
It's like throw it
I
out there
guess-
and see what happens, and then we'll work on the next one.
yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm willing to because we don't even got a damn title yet. That's why when this news came out and you and Kenpachi were shooting it down, I'm like, damn, we ain't even got a title yet.
If
But-
you knew Massive, you would have been on the same boat I was on.
yeah.
No, yeah, and like I said, and fair enough. I was just like, but you know, let me just see what the game is called and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But I'd venture y'all two are probably right. So, but outside of that, I think it's good that EA has lost exclusivity with Star Wars games because we've seen what happens when EA doesn't get the grubby little hands in on it with Respawn and what they did with Fallen Order. That was good.
Amazing.
It took damn near a fucking insurrection for them to leave Battlefront 2 alone and fix that.
Mhm.
So now that you can get other companies that are more versed in other types of games, and Star Wars, like without a doubt, is the largest entertainment IP in the world. I think you can probably look that up. Like there's no comparison. So this does have a lot of good potential for better games, more unique types of games in the Star Wars universe. And I'm hoping that this means I can get what I've asked for years, bruh, a Star Wars fighting game, bruh. You can't tell me that'd be fire. Just have all like, just like have like all Jedi and all Sith from all different types of from all the time periods, just duking it out. Like, give a fuck if the story makes sense. Fuck a story. It's a fighting game. Just let them go to work.
Would you have like the force powers and everything included?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you played, what's the name? The Star Wars characters were in the Soul Calibur 4, right? And their force powers weren't broke. Well, Apprentices, Star Killers was kind of broken, but they didn't have. There wasn't a huge move list as far as force powers go. It was focused mainly on the lightsaber combat. So if you make it like that, I think you can have. But every character is like that, not just having like 3 characters that are broken as shit. But if every character has a similar mold, I think you could. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Plus, you got just so many characters you can go off of. Like I said, from every era in the Star Wars universe, just pull them off from the Old Republic to the Age of the Empire to the sequel trilogy. You can throw those niggas into if you want. So like, there's potential. Like, I think it would just make sense to do it. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping like Bandai Namco or somebody gets a hold of it and they could be able to do it because I would buy that in an instant.
Nightshade, do you have any ideas of what
Uh,
Star Wars games could come to be?
Listen, bro. The only Star Wars game that I played that I actually enjoyed was Battlefront 2. And I don't mean the one we've been playing. I mean the one we played whenever I was a wee lad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the original.
And to be honest, like that's the reason I've been quiet. I really don't care about Star Wars all that much. I think there's enough plot holes in there to fucking swallow up the universe, but that's beside the point. In terms of games, I did like the Force Unleashed. Whatever
Yes, great
that
game.
was.
Make another one of that. Yeah, make
I
another
like
one of those.
that. Although I will say that I never got too far into the game, as in like I only played the 360 demo about 5 times. But from what I played, it was a fun game. But if I got something like that, just more modern, I think it'd be dope.
The Force
For
Unleashed
sure.
is universally regarded as one of the best, if not the best, Star Wars game ever made.
Yeah.
It's that good. The sequel was shit, unfortunately, but the original one was great.
Yeah, from what I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be wonderful if you can get another one to do. If you can get another one of those, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. Other than that, I mean, I really don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna play Fallen Order, but that's just because it's a Dark Souls-esque game. It's a more difficult game. I don't think Respawn probably isn't gonna do a sequel or anything
Oh, they are.
again. Oh,
No,
are
they will. Yeah, they are.
They have to. They
Oh, shit.
set it up to be a sequel, or I think
Yeah.
they did. But
Oh,
they have to.
shit.
That's too
Yeah,
big of a
and not only that, but it's also canon to the overall overarching universe. So
Yeah,
yeah, they have to do a
canon.
So yeah, the plot holes get filled in when you do if you look into like the graphic novels and the books and everything. But if you just stick to the movies, then if the movies don't grab it, you're probably not going to look into anything else. So I get you at that point, but I'm optimistic that there's now that EA doesn't have it anymore and they're not under that thumb. The potential for more and better Star Wars games is good, and that's always good. So
I'll put it to you this way: whenever I watch a Star Wars movie, I don't know whether to scratch my head or my ass. And from seeing how everyone, like Star Wars fans, reacted to the last trilogy, I'm just like, why you mad? You watch it.
I mean,
I wasn't
again,
expecting it to just take a nosedive like that.
yeah, it wasn't supposed to be garbage. It's supposed to be good storytelling. But when you get Disney legitimately not having a plan of what to do with the sequel trilogy, that's why everyone shits on it.
I thought it was funny because I never knew why people were mad, but then I saw something the other day, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because I watched the first one whenever that sequel trilogy came out, and I was like, oh, they're setting up Finn to be a Jedi. That's dope. He's
Yep,
gonna be the first
and they-
stormtrooper Jedi. That's dope.
Yep, and the Last Jedi took that away.
Yeah. I just because I didn't see the 2 after that, so then I saw something the other day about somebody saying something about Finn being robbed. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Oh.
John Boyega will tell you as much.
That's some bullshit, yo.
Put this into perspective for a Star Wars fan. The very first trailer for the sequel trilogy comes out, and the trailers illustrate that Finn is an important piece of the story. The movie comes out, and Finn is also an important piece of the story. Here comes the second one. They just completely erase that shit.
They minusculed him. Like, think of it this way, Nightshade. Think like when Boruto comes out and they hype up Boruto, he's definitely gonna be like next Hokage or something, just because of his lineage and all that shit. And then Boruto comes out, and then Boruto never becomes Hokage, or it's just not even that important to the
I
story.
think it don't even
Think of
come
it
in.
that way.
He works at Ichiraku or some
Yes,
shit. you
exactly.
know?
He just works at Ichiraku Ramen, and that's it.
That's wild, bro.
That's what they did to Finn.
That's unfortunate.
And then
I hate to
decided
see
to
it.
make Rey a Skywalker. What the fuck are y'all?
They didn't know what
talking
they
about,
were
y'all?
doing.
I thought Ray was a
Hell is y'all talking about? Oh, she's a
Palpatine's
Palpatine.
yeah.
She is now, but when she came out, when she debuted in the Force Awakens, we didn't know what she was, and
Yeah,
that
I
was
thought
half,
she was
and
gonna
that
be a
was half the,
Skywalker.
and that's half the excitement because we didn't know what she was, but there were all kinds of signs like is she a Skywalker? Is she the daughter of Obi-Wan Kenobi? We don't know, but that's why everyone was hyped for Last Jedi, and then Last Jedi came out, and they're like, she's nobody. It doesn't matter. I was like,
The
all
way
right.
that crazy ass writing was, she could have been fucking Yoda's granddaughter.
It wouldn't have mattered. Like they could have said that as much in in the last movie that came out, and then it would have been like, I don't care because you just minimized this character for no reason. And the other thing too, she was OP for no reason. That's the other reason why people were so upset.
I can see that.
So
Like
we could have a whole podcast as to what Star Wars is and why people are so passionate about it and why
Hey,
the sequel
listen,
trilogy was
yeah.
garbage. But
Y'all ever
yeah,
want to get together and shit on that franchise? I'm right there with you.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did.
yeah, we
Or at least
did.
the sequel trilogy.
At least a little bit. This is the sequel trilogy because essentially everything before that was fine.
Oh
but,
shit! Well, y'all want to get real with it? And call me.
Yeah. So, but is the franchise as a whole is looking up. So
Yes, especially
What
now that-
Mandalorian?
yeah, Mandalorian and what they're doing with that, and that's a whole nother can of worms that I'd like to get into one day. So
they got like 10 more shows coming out too.
yeah,
Shit.
it's the biggest IP in the world.
Oh,
Undisputed.
the Obi-Wan show. Yeah, because I'm waiting on that one the most now out of all of them that they
What about
announced.
the Ahsoka show? So that's a thing, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
I'm excited for that one, but since Anakin is going to be an Obi-Wan show,
Oh, they're
Anakin
not
slash
bringing back
Vader.
that one nigga, are they?
Christian
Hayden,
Hayden.
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Probably.
Oh, geez.
they are. I think so.
Oh, we gonna
That's
scrap
his
that
role.
one.
He can't do anything else.
No, we gonna scrap that.
Nah,
But
that's
it's
not.
Vader,
nah.
though,
I
so
think
I
he'll
I
be
love.
fine.
I gotta.
I think he'll be
Give him any
fine.
lines.
He's going to be in the suit all the time. He'll be fine.
You better swing straight.
As long as we still got well, if he agrees to keep doing it, James Earl Jones, because I mean you can clearly tell his voice is.
Yeah, he's old. You might have to
Yeah,
get like a
he
voice
old.
modulator or something. You might have to get a modulator or something. But
Make it sound like a smoker.
Well, they can find somebody else because they did the same thing for Kratos.
yeah, well, yeah, because even in Rogue One, his voice like you could clearly sound like Vader. Like this nigga aged, yo. So, I think Hayden Christensen will be fine. He'll be in the suit the whole time.
Yeah. Shout out to Vader, bro. Menacing motherfucker. Yeah.
Wasn't a suit or not the
Yeah,
suit that was throwing me off.
Yeah, we could have a Star
Whatever
Wars
that
podcast
was.
all day. We'd have to get the right people. We'd have to get like Kaz and Marty in here if we really wanted to get into the meat and potatoes of it. But I'll just wrap it up and say it's a good time to finally be a Star Wars fan again because I think things are finally looking up between the shows, the games seemingly have gotten better, or hopefully will get better now. So
I hope so, cause oh man,
Oh,
it was a dark time for a minute.
what the hell was that, Chef?
did you hear that?
Yes, yeah.
Oh shit! I have no. I think it was an internal burp.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, it was like a grog or something. I heard. All right,
yeah,
I
I think I'm
got you.
drinking too much water at one time.
Internal
Probably chill
burp.
out on this water bottle.
All right.
Boy.
So, Outriders has a demo.
yes, an actual demo finally. God damn it!
Now, Blitz, can you tell me what's Outriders supposed to be about?
I don't know,
'Cause,
Chef. Why don't you tell us what Outrider's supposed to be about?
shit. Cause I
Because
thought
he's the
you
one
were
that
about-
keeps gassing up this game. It didn't catch my attention
Dang.
until they announced the demo. So
Oh, my gas ran on E. It's too many games that disappointed me. So this is another one of those games that's gonna have to wait for the reviews and shit. But I will be completely honest with you. I have no clue what this game is about. I just know that the gameplay mechanics that they're using are something I've been looking for in the game for a long time, which is shooting and powers. So
Hell, we got those. We got a
like
dime
using
a dozen of
biotics in
those.
Mass Effect.
yeah, but this is something. It's like the mobility in the game is a lot more modern. I'm liking like you can dodge and shit. I mean, you can roll, but it's like powers that helps you like with easier mobility, and I like that in games nowadays. Because those old games that got that, it's just like archaic to me. And
I
I
mean,
can't keep
like
doing it.
the Division.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about the Division is how like stiff you are.
Yeah. But yeah, I won't be able to tell you what the game is about because I don't even. I'm pretty sure they explain what the story is, but I could care less.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
one of those type of
really.
games where I just want to get in and play. So
Yeah, I don't like. I've seen screenshots. I think I saw like one trailer like a while ago. I don't really remember it, but uh, from what I've seen of it, it doesn't look bad. I think it'd just be something I can play on my PS5, honestly. But I mean,
Lord
I
knows you
just
do need something. So
yeah, it's struggling. It's looking like a big ass paperweight take up 75% of my desk.
what? Oh, ain't no games out, huh?
no,
Ah,
That's gonna
no.
be an avalanche when they release God of War, huh? They
The
about to start
problem the
piling shit
problem
soon.
is that you can play the PS4 games, and I haven't played most PS4 games, but they're not like it's not like they're enhanced or anything. It just runs on the Pro version.
Yeah, they won't enhance some shits
you
unless
gotta
they
wait for
resell it.
PS5 versions. Yeah.
Yeah,
So fucking stupid. Like, why weren't you prepared for this? Like, just wait.
they know what they was doing. Christmas money, holiday money. They want to
Yeah.
release it around
They
that
want to get
time
the
to get that
holiday
easy money.
sales.
Them
Yep.
shits is still flying off the shelf.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
also
still can't find one.
Like hotcakes.
Oh, so okay, so that's out of stock too. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so just going back to Outriders real quick. So important to note that this game was originally supposed to come out. I don't even remember when, but it got delayed, as most things have been lately. It's supposed to come out, no joke, April 1st. That's the release date. Which is that a Tuesday? That's a Thursday. So Thursday, April 1st is when Outriders is going to come out. But they're going to put out a demo on February 25th. So, and like I said, I was not interested in this game at all until I heard there was a demo. So,
Yeah, I would definitely give it a try. But
yeah,
it's not
so-
gonna be like a day one
and
purchase.
please, game companies, devs, make this a habit again. Make demos again, please. This because that's the only. Honestly, all of my favorite games ever, of recent memory all had demos. Like you got to somehow get these games into the hands of the consumers before they come out. Somehow, like they used to.
At least.
At least. So please make demos commonplace again. Hopefully this is the start of a trend.
Ooh, two things to note: this game is maximum 3-player co-op, which is crazy. I thought we got away from that trend, but
That's
it's
a
still
random
here.
number. You can't do
Yeah.
4?
Nah, they limit it to 3.
It's weird.
Yeah, when a 3-player co-op RPG shooter, I'm guessing limited RPG because I don't expect it to be like full-fleshed RPG. Is it just me or is that word been thrown around loosely in gaming nowadays?
What?
What word?
RPG.
Probably.
Yeah,
'Cause when I hear
everything's a
RPG,
role
I'm
playing
thinking
game
about-
now.
I'm thinking about BioWare games, Mass Effect type shit.
If there's skill trees and you can level up through certain aspects of gameplay, they just slap an RPG on it.
I see. That's what I thought. It's like, can y'all just call it action adventure and be done with it?
Well, the problem with game development now is that even if a game comes out and it's an RPG, the devs can literally just do a 180 and just change the game entirely to a different genre. By the time it actually lands on like a genre, it's something completely different.
You could make the argument that Borderlands is an RPG. That's just the first game that came to mind. Just
Yeah,
because
I was. Because it's like, because I'm so fixated on RPGs being more like
immersive.
fleshed out.
Immersive. I guess
Like,
when
you
I think
can
of
customize shit and do a lot of other shit like companion quest and
right,
a whole
I guess-
lot of shit that's different. But
yeah, I guess when I think of RPG, I think of immersion first and foremost. Like I want
Yeah.
to be locked. I want to be soaked up into the world of the game. That's why even though gameplay wise, Cyberpunk I don't think is an RPG or as much of an RPG as CD Projekt Red would like you to believe. I think it is an RPG in that you do get immersed into the world. At least I do, and you actually care about the characters that you come in contact with.
I mean, maybe I would if my ass cheeks went flying out the top of the fucking car when I'm driving.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. My
They didn't
PC
either.
didn't do that. My PC didn't do that. I don't know what happened with yours.
Go over 80, hitting a nice T pose.
oh, you
T
didn't put
pose,
the,
you got no fucking pants on you. Like,
I guess you gifted me the right copy and you got the wrong one. I don't know what happened. Actually.
And then one more
Damn.
thing about this is People Can Fly as a developer, and the last game I played from them is Bulletstorm, which I disliked heavily. So
I heard that game was good though, but yeah, I didn't get into it either.
yeah, because I played the demo for it a lot, and I liked the demo. But when I got the full game, when I actually paid for Origin access, and I saw it its entirety, I was like, I don't really like this anymore. But it's like years later, and this is a whole different type of game setting that they got.
Yeah,
so,
and your tastes have more than likely changed a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. So we'll see what happens.
But yeah, like I said, I wasn't interested in this game until I heard there was a demo coming out. So I'll definitely try it. And if it's good and I like it, then great. Then I'll give it a run. And if not, then at least I know, and I didn't have to pay money for it. So
Yeah. All right.
yeah, we'll see.
Next on the menu, if you're looking for a GPU anytime
Don't
soon,
bother. Don't bother.
don't even,
Just
don't
chalk
even
it up
think
to the
about
game.
it. Yeah,
You
yeah,
better have
honestly.
the fucking dough. Like you
You
better,
better,
you
not
better,
save it.
you better, you
better
better save
save
all
that
these
shit.
stemmies.
At
That's what
least
I'm
for
saying.
another 3 to 4 months.
We looking at a year, honestly. By the time this shit hits the shelf again, like normally, they'll have like a whole new set of GPUs out.
Well, I saw earlier today that I think NVIDIA said they're not doing the 3060 Founders Edition.
For the 3060. Oh, you just said 3060. My fault. Yeah.
For what? So take that for what it's worth.
Because those are supposed to be quote unquote meant for Bitcoin mining. So I guess they're just gonna leave it up to the other manufacturers to get the best card out, so people can slap it in the computer and just let it sit for days upon days mining Bitcoin. That's what those cards are usually for.
Yeah, that's low end cards.
What was the one I was thinking about getting when they first announced these? I think it was the 3070. Which
That's
one
the
was
one I was
the one that
hoping
came
for.
out last in October?
3070 and
Yeah.
3090, I think.
Yeah, the 3090 is like what, like $1,300 though, right?
Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
the 3070 came out by
1400.
itself.
Yeah, the 3080 and 3090 came out together.
Okay,
Yeah, and then 3070 came out like 2 months after that, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
one
I
that's
was-
like the sweet spot.
Yeah, so I was thinking about getting that, but honestly, at this point, with all the issues with data, with miners and all this kind of bullshit, it's like, you know what? Plus, is it really that much of an upgrade? I don't think it's that much of an upgrade from what I got now with my 2070. So, I think I'm good for at least for this generation of cards. I don't think I'm gonna get one like at all.
I think
you good.
Yeah, I think the 3070 is like close, like a little bit better than the 2080 Ti. And then the 3080 is like the Titan of last generation or the 20 series.
I remember when I used to think the Titan was top of the line. It's like I gotta get that.
Yeah, that was my goal whenever I first started building my PC.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because I just got into building my PC, so I heard.
Man, that shit a dream. I ain't never gonna have to
GTX
buy a
Titan.
GPU again.
It tricked you.
Nigga said a dream.
That shit was a
Um,
dream back then, because them shits was like $1,800 back then, yo.
Oh,
Seriously.
trust. I believe, bro.
Yeah. So I guess the question now becomes, when's the 40 series coming out? Because by the time April comes around, you already know they're going to be looking ahead to the next generation of cards, or close to it. Honestly.
Well, they have to keep up with AMD. Oh, it's gonna keep doing it.
Nah, AMD, they gotta get their drivers together.
Didn't AMD drop the ball too?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
If they got
Like-
their
like-
drivers in order, they would be top notch because they got the they got the better pricing. Seems like better
Yeah.
performance, but their drivers are just ass. To the point
A lot of their performance isn't like living up to what they said it was going to either, like, for whatever reason. I think it's because they don't have an answer for DLSS yet.
Yeah.
Like once
They
they
still
come out
trying
with
to catch
that, once they come out with that, I think they'll be fine. The problem is that while they're working on that, Nvidia's working on whatever else they're doing. So I mean, it's like they keep playing catch up instead of just jumping ahead.
Do y'all think the bubble's gonna burst, or have we already gotten there? We're just
we are on the way.
one's gonna buy. We're just no one's gonna buy cards, or because they won't be able to, or there's just gonna be no point.
Well, the economy is going to keep going down because of COVID right now. I doubt this year it's going to get a whole lot better. and they're just gonna keep releasing cards. And if they try to release another set of cards before they can even get the 30 series on the shelf, like yeah, that bubble's probably gonna pop in
Yeah.
the next couple of years. Like, there's
I
no way
think
they can keep doing that.
the biggest issue they got to find out how to deal with these fucking miners and shit, or the bots are just buying this shit up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
an issue.
scalpers. They
I
go
don't know
crazy.
how you're gonna. I don't know how
Like-
you're gonna stop that. I'm not a manufacturer. Or I don't run any of that stuff, so I don't know what would be involved. But they gotta figure out something to stop these bots from just clapping up all the GPUs and selling them at 2, 3, 4, 5 times the price, bro.
Oh,
I
that's
I just I have an issue with card manufacturers, Nvidia specifically. I guess AMD's on that wave too. It's like I bought my 2080 Super this year, and it was like the card wasn't even a year old. Like it hadn't even been out a year whenever I bought it. And 2 months later, they announced the fucking 30 series, and the lowest end card that they were gonna release on launch was supposed to be better than the one I just fucking bought. Even though I bought a top of the line card, it's
That's
like,
fucking
bro.
nuts.
And not to mention, the card was gonna cost $300 to $400 less than the one I just fucking bought.
What's that
It's,
iPhone commercial from way back when, where they come out with the new one, and the lady's
Yeah.
sitting in the crowd like, "I just bought this one."
Yeah, pretty. That's how I felt all fucking year. I'm like, bro, there's no
Yeah.
way. I'm getting so tired. I'm just gonna ride whatever card I have, and once I can't play games at the resolution and the frame rate I want to play at, that's when I'll upgrade.
Yeah, I'm feel the same. Honestly, I think I'm good with CPU with PC upgrades. The only thing I could probably do is probably upgrade RAM because
Yeah,
I
that's
got
what I need to
16.
do.
I got 16 gigs of RAM right now, and if you pay attention to a lot of the specs for the new games that are coming out or that will be
Yeah.
coming out, that's the
32 is a
minimum.
nice 32.
No, minimum. Yeah,
Yeah.
the minimum is 16, or the recommended is 16. So I
Yeah,
always like to have a cushion. So
Yeah, I need to get about another 16 'cause that's what I got now is 16 gigs.
yeah,
I definitely probably need to double that up a little
yeah.
bit.
And it's crazy too because I used to think 32 was massive overkill.
Yeah.
oh yeah, get them now because they talking about RAM costs is going back up. So,
Yeah, we
yeah,
don't need that.
I'm probably gonna get 32 gigs of RAM at tax season, which is coming
It
up
just
in like a couple months. So
it just got back under $100 for 16.
yeah,
yeah, because I got lucky because I had the Micro Center had the exact same set that I was using for 80. I was like, oh, I might as well scoop this up before that shit go right back up.
Yeah.
So now I got 32 on me.
yeah. Outside of peripherals and accessories, that's gonna be the next thing I need to do is upgrade my RAM. 16 is nice, and I think you'll be able to get by for obviously a good while, but 32 I think is looking more and more attractive by the day as we look at some of these specs. I was looking at the specs for the medium that came out yesterday. I'm like, damn. Even
Yeah.
minimum is 16. I'm like, I'm not even gonna play that game. I'm like, man. So something to think about.
All right. Blitz, what's this fighting game code of conduct that people?
Oh,
are saying
yeah.
I don't remember.
So this is kind of interesting. And I'll drive the boat on this one. So, as y'all know, last summer, FGC got in some trouble with what happened with the Smash community and what happened with that nigga from Evo and all this
Oh,
nonsense.
they was smashing.
Yeah. But basically, a group of individuals, I don't know their names, but they form a collective, I guess, and they created a code of conduct for the FGC. And the idea was this is basically for tournament organizers and people that run tournaments and stuff to adhere to these rules. I don't know if they had I couldn't find an actual copy of the code of conduct, but it's got stuff in there like you could imagine, like particularly with the Smash community, you got the stuff about like quote unquote practicing proper hygienic and medical practices. Basically, fucking shower. I'm a little miffed that they had to put that in there, but that obviously is a well documented issue in the FGC that niggas don't wash their ass, but
Shit's
it's in
a
there.
meme, yo.
How dare they?
It's
It's fucking wild to me. It's a meme and it's real. That's the thing. But at the same time, like, while I agree that there does need to be a code of conduct that people need to follow, and there's a set of rules. Number one, I think it's common sense, because it doesn't just stop at hygiene. It stops at like dealing with things like sexual harassment, just being toxic overall, whether that's verbally or physically or whatever. They got proposals for that in there, but to me, number one seemed like it should be common sense. Number two, it's getting debate because it's like I said, this isn't necessarily something that came from like tournament organizers themselves, like from Evo or something like that. This is just like a random group of people that just came up with this. So first of all, who are you to impose all of these rules on a massive group of people when you don't necessarily have the clout to do it?
Hmm.
So it's kind of creating some debate um, within the FGC right now. So, like, I don't know, like Kenpachi, you play a little bit of fighting games. Obviously, I'm pretty much the only one that plays them heavily, but I just was curious to see what y'all thought about that. Whether you agree with like number one, like yeah, I think even though it comes from a good place, like number one, like who are you to impose
Yeah, I was
this
like, there's no
on
really
people?
like leader of the FGC, so I mean,
Listen,
you can
bro.
say what you want. And like, yeah, like those rules are nice, and like I feel like people agree with them at the same time, but like for the, it's
And
not
that makes
really.
so
Nobody's
what do
gonna
you do then?
force you. No, like nobody's gonna force you to like really follow those rules. So I mean, I guess the people that are already like stinking are gonna continue to be stinky. I don't know, like.
Here's the
It
thing though, like so what do you do at
blows
this point?
my
It's just like
mind.
yeah, like and but that's the thing. So what do you do at this point? Like if like say you run Evo or you run Combo Breaker, so what do you do? If somebody comes up stinking the joint and you identify who it is, you throw them out?
I mean,
Like
and then at that point, you just need people
yeah, they gotta
to
go, they
like
gotta go.
enforce the health.
But it's not official. It's not. It's unofficial official rules though. So how do you
Then they
enforce
need
it?
to make that
That's the other thing. How
official.
do you?
They need to make that
But who
official.
do?
Then.
But who do you go to make it official? That's the
Whoever's
Oh, you
thing.
know
running
what
the
they could?
event. Whoever's running the
Yeah,
event.
that's what I was gonna say. You know what they can do because I'll use pizza as an example, of course. But different restaurants have different owners, and different owners go by different rules, and they set their own rules. So if somebody's hosting like a specific event for the FGC, and they want to
Exactly.
go by those rules, they can use those rules. So I guess if the player doesn't want to go to that event, then they don't have to go to that event since they don't abide by those rules. But
Bro, just wash your ass, yo. Just
I'm
there's a
just saying.
hotel room. Just
you know
wash your
people don't
ass.
You
you
can
know people
steal
don't
the
really
little
do that.
lotions and the soaps and the shampoos, Brett. Just take them, please. But
They set up a
don't come up,
shower station inside the arena or something.
Nah, don't
bruh.
do
Like
that.
there,
That's how you get rapey again.
man. Listen,
Oh,
like I think there were some events that actually they were actually like putting out like things like Febreze and things like handing out deodorant, little mini deodorants
That
to
is
people for that. Like
crazy,
that's
bro.
fuck. Like yes, it should be common sense, but at the same time, it's like it's
if
it's
I'm
gonna
leading
be
the event, I'm throwing you out. That's just as
yeah,
simple as it is
and
because you're not
100%.
gonna come
I'm
in like
with
that.
you. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. But that's the thing. But you kind of open up a can of worms to like where that person come back and say, "Oh, this person was discriminating against me, and I'm gonna sue."
You damn right.
Nigga,
That's why
you
you get the legal
stink.
team involved.
Yeah,
You can have them sign for shit before they even agree to come to that type of engage or event. So they have no choice but to like abide by that like specific rule. And if they don't like it, then tough luck. You already signed something.
Just wait
yeah.
for
Like
the niggas that don't want to wear a mask. It's gonna apply right there.
Man, I'm telling you, that's why I think a lot of tournaments still aren't gonna happen this summer.
no,
Number one,
the
because
Asians
COVID's
was
still
ahead of their
rampant.
time.
Honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. Speaking of masks, like even like when COVID ends, like when it gets wintertime again, I'm probably just gonna have a mask just off rip. Because number one, it keeps my face warm, and
Yeah.
like especially when I go to like offline events again. Like, yeah, I'll probably because some people were already wearing masks even before COVID. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. When I go to like mass gatherings, yeah, I'm gonna start rocking a mask from now on. But I don't know. Like, it should be common sense, and I 100% agree with y'all. Like, the organizers of the event should be able to enforce like these sets of rules, but at the same time, the sets of rules where they got them from didn't come from an official source. So it's kind of creating some tension right now. That's kind of why I thought it'd be good to bring it up.
You better get
So
over that shit. Just clean yourself. I mean, see, look what they upset about. I mean, I know it's different rules, but the cleaning shit is crazy to me.
I think they're not so much upset about the cleaning shit. It's like, who are you to? It's crazy. Like, niggas don't like to be told what to do. So it's like, who are you to
Exactly.
tell me to wash my ass? I'm like,
Exactly.
bro, it's common sense, right?
Why do I have to tell you to wash your ass? That's what we
Exactly.
should be asking,
Right.
yo.
Yeah.
They should be happy about it because structure is kind of needed in some type of well, in most things that you do, you need some type of structure, and a
It's
code of conduct will help you like
yeah.
prolong
I
an event.
guess I guess in order to kind of settle the arguments, I guess, or the debate, I think like I think it would probably come down to the organizers of all the major tournaments around the world. So like Evo, Combo Breaker, um, those are the big two that come to mind. But like if all like the major organizers come together and say, okay, like let's use this as a basis, and this is our version of the code of conduct. So if y'all want to come through and compete, follow this shit. And if and maybe come up with, like you said, Chef, get some legal people involved and probably come up with some terms of service or some legal liability waivers or some kind of stuff like that. So I don't know. It's going to be a little bit different because otherwise up until now all you could do is just sign up and just go and compete. But
yeah, that's the thing. Like whenever you signing up to like get a slot or something, because that's what y'all had to do for those SoCal tournaments. There should be something that you like. Not fine print, but something that's like right there in your face. Like when you sign up for this event, you have to abide by these rules. In order
terms of service. Like just to read by this is like show up by this. They like like they have certain tournament rules for like the tournament itself. Just make sure you abide by these personal conduct code of conduct policies and stuff like that. So yeah, that could probably work. So again, this all should be common sense, and it's not just about the showering thing. Like I said, it's about like dealing with harassment and all kinds of the bullshit that the FGC has been dealing with the last few months. But I mean, I think it's good that it came from. I think the group that made it with good intentions for sure. They kind of caught some heat because they're not affiliated with anybody. It's like, all right, it's just some random. It's like if we as a Discord came up with the code of conduct for other Discords in this. On that platform. It's like, well, all right, well, who are you to decide what we do or what we can't do? So, but I do think it comes from a good place for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it comes from a needed place. Nigga, wash your ass, bro.
At the end of the day, please. Don't you feel better when you clean? Don't come on,
nah, bro. If I'm not grimy, bro, if I'm not grimy, I can't concentrate whenever I fucking smash those buttons.
I remember somebody because I was looking at some of the comments when people were debating on Twitter. So I don't think they were necessarily defending it, but they were saying like, well, some people have low self-esteem, so that's kind of contributes to why they don't clean themselves. I'm like, nigga, I have low self-esteem days too. I still get up in the morning and shower. It makes me feel better.
Low self-esteem and niggas wouldn't give you the stink eye if you didn't smell like ass.
Maybe if you didn't smell like must and you smell more like axe, maybe you would feel better. Like, damn.
So I understand in the confines of your home, but if you going outside around people,
like I know spraying too much axes can be tough, but like at least it's better than BO. Come on now.
I'd rather have that. I'd rather suffocate an axe.
I'm like, bruh, just at least rub your body in hot water, yo, please.
At least wash your face, something. Wash your face, eat.
You can take a whole bath in the bathroom if you have to.
That's what I'm saying. Just do something.
Yeah, take a bird bath in the sink. Something, please.
Think them old England times where they was taking a bath once a month in a bucket, and it's like, nah, man, you got a whole plumbing system in your house. Use that shit.
Yeah, so we'll see what comes of it. Like I said, hopefully something more official comes once offline tournaments come back. And they can say, hey, if you don't come up here stinking, don't come up here. You will lose your spot in pools if you come up here stinking. So hopefully something comes of it, because I do think it's a step in the right direction. So
yeah,
that's about it.
All right. I didn't see WandaVision.
You wasn't there?
You were in here with us.
No, I was not.
Oh.
I wanted to watch it on my own.
It's pretty good.
Hey, you didn't, huh?
No, I'll wait till some more of the episodes come out.
The episodes pile up, you feel me?
Yeah,
that's fair.
It's already 2 of them out.
I know, I'm gonna wait. That's what I did with Rick and Morty when they were coming out with their new season. So.
Oh, Rick and Morty, all right.
I mean, no, I do it with certain shows, bro. Dang. So
right.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if y'all still wanna talk about it or.
I mean, me, Chef, and Nightshade can talk about it. I don't know. You can just sit there and look pretty if you want.
I mean, hey.
I mean, he can look. I don't know about looking pretty.
Oh man.
Hey man.
Is there anything even spoiler? It's nothing spoiler worthy so far.
Not really.
What you suspect is already right there. Like they already showed you from the trailers.
I didn't think we'd spend a lot of time on it. I just kind of just what y'all think.
Oh well, yeah, I like it so far. So
yeah, I think it takes the MCU in a different place. I think Nightshade said it. It's actually nice to see the MCU's actors acting instead of just getting thrown up in the air on
Yeah.
wires and punching
It-
things.
I think it was around the time that Endgame came out where I started realizing that I'd watched there were some actors in there that I'd actually watched movies where they actually acted, but most of them I didn't really know anything about them, nor had I seen them act in anything besides a Marvel movie. So I'm like, can these niggas really act? They just punch shit. So yeah, it's
Kind of
nice to
like
see
Robert
that
Downey
they
Jr. and
yeah, and
What's man's name that plays Thor?
Chris Hemsworth.
I haven't seen him in anything else.
I think I've seen him in
uh,
something. I just can't remember what it
he's
is.
been in a couple. He's been in a couple things, but everything. You know what it is? It's kind of like I wouldn't say typecasted, but he's kind of locked into that Thor role now because
Yeah,
he can be in anything else. I'm like, hey, that's Thor.
Oh,
yeah,
you know what? I saw him in the Men in Black reboot. Him and
yeah. I didn't see that. I heard
and
it was
Tessa
trash.
Thompson.
Tessa
Yeah, it
Thompson.
was. Yeah,
Bad.
it was
It
shit
was
though.
bad.
It was shit.
yeah,
It was shit though.
yeah.
He was.
But
He
that
was.
was expected.
Chris Hemsworth has been in a couple military movies. He's like not a jock, but he's like a military dude.
Yeah,
So
I thought that's where I was seeing.
yeah,
He
but,
was
I mean-
in that Netflix movie. He was pretty good. It was like another
Yeah, I heard
military
that was a
role.
pretty good movie.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, like Nightshade said, it's actually nice to see MCU's actors actually show off their acting chops more. Because there's definitely a lot more acting involved in this one. Because even though there will be action in this show, we haven't gotten there yet. So it's actually nice to see them in a different setting, and actually show off their acting chops. So I like it so far.
I also like that because it's a TV show. You get the makeup mistakes like the one I posted in here.
Oh,
Where the man
Yeah.
was swinging on a swing and
And
his,
they forgot the color of his
was
forearm.
open. Yeah. Like you
Yeah,
wouldn't have got that
chill,
in a
bro.
movie.
That dude is pale.
yeah. Shout out Paul Bettany though. But yeah, I kind of wish now that they've done 2 episodes with the premiere, I kind of wish they just put out 2 episodes a week, especially since they're like 30 minutes each.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if the fights will be high budget, high quality.
They said they're using high budgets for the shows.
Yeah,
I don't know if 200 because they
Well,
did
well,
200
that's
million.
It's not like movie budget,
That's
obviously.
what I'm saying
Yeah,
though. It's like we're used to seeing these Marvel characters in these big ass budget movies. Like, what are the fights gonna look like now that it's in a smaller format with maybe a smaller budget?
Well, I just use it as the closest example. The Mandalorian budget obviously isn't as big as the Star Wars movies, but the fights in those are pretty good for a show, I think.
For a
I think
show,
they're
most
top-notch
definitely, yeah.
So I'm imagining that the fights for this will be on par, even though there's a little bit more mysticism involved with Marvel than Star Wars, just a little bit because there's no Jedi's in Mandalorian or hardly any Jedi's in Mandalorian. But I think it'll be okay.
You seen
They
what did
better
with
they
Black
better
Panther?
keep it consistent. Cause that one show that's gonna come out and it's gonna blow everything out of the water. It's gonna be it. It's gonna be the
Sure.
bar. I don't know
Yeah,
which
but-
one it's gonna be, cause I mean it could be any of them. It could
How
be
many
this one.
episodes?
MCU?
Yeah, all these
Oh,
Marvel
okay.
shows.
Episodes, they're supposed to be only 9 because it's supposed to end in February, and that's when we get the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So I imagine that the plot's going to escalate pretty quickly from here on out. Then.
Yeah. Because only 9 episodes. We got started on the 15th, 22nd, 29th.
Yeah.
5th.
I was going to ask about some of the Easter eggs that we saw, and kind of maybe where the plot's going. But since Kenpachi hasn't seen it yet, I won't say anything.
Kenpachi.
All right. Oh shit.
It's not. I don't think it's must see right away, Kenpachi. But it's pretty. I think it's pretty good. So
You just don't want that
Chicago.
man Mitch coming around before you watch it.
exactly.
I mean, there's nothing really to mute him, so.
Yeah, okay. That's how that works, huh? You just mute him and then you never get to hear the spoiler.
Or I mean,
He'll
I
type-
can
'cause he'll
block
type it.
Then I'll just block
He'll
him.
type-
There's
Post the
steps
picture.
for these things.
So you
We
better
should
block him out
watch
of your
it
life.
before a Marvel movie comes out, because these do tie into the movies. So
I
Yeah.
mean, bruh, I'm gonna watch it before that, obviously.
oh
Oh, so before the world ends. Okay.
Okay. It's dang. That's crazy.
I will say, Kenpachi, no rush, but yeah, I understand letting the episodes build up, but yeah, the shit does end in a month. You should probably get on it before Falcon and Winter Soldier. How about that? Get on it before Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out, whenever that is, which is some point in February.
should be late February or early March.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of time.
All right, bro. I got y'all.
He's not gonna
Mhm.
watch it.
Yeah, I can hear it in his voice,
I'm
yo.
gonna do it. Jeez.
I fell.
Hear
Oh
it in his
damn, bro.
voice.
Hey,
Bruh.
Kenpachi, you watch WandaVision yet? I fell asleep, bro.
Well, now we
All
gonna come in
right,
here for
bro.
another podcast. We just gonna start talking about wait. Fucking 3 months later.
All right,
Mhm.
bro. Bet y'all
All right.
going. All right,
Mhm.
y'all niggas. Yo. Do you want to do the optional topic one?
It's up to y'all. I just thought it was.
I thought it was a
interesting.
good idea because I'm saving money, but also at the same time looking to like
There's a couple
upgrade
things
my
on that
stuff.
list. There's a couple things on that list I actually don't have. So
Yeah, there
didn't
was a
think
couple
of.
things on there I didn't have.
So yeah, we can do it.
We can get to it. Actually, I got the first thing on the list already, just thanks to my job.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Chef,
see what my job got low key because I
Chef a
need a new
whole thief,
monitor.
yo.
I need a new
Yeah.
monitor, bro.
So let me ease us into this one. So for y'all out there in the chat and watching this video on YouTube, so we've been talking about PC gaming for a while now. How PC is the way, PC Master Race, all that shit, gang. Cyberpunk is a PC exclusive. I don't care what nobody say. You know. So if you're thinking about getting into PC gaming, or you're just now getting into PC gaming, PCGamer.com has this really nifty article called "10 Things Every PC Gamer Should Own," and like I said, there's some things on here I definitely agree with, and there's a couple things on here I don't even have yet. So I gotta catch up here. So I was just curious to see what y'all think about it.
Uh,
Did you want to
so
run down the
shoot.
list or?
Yeah, you just scroll through the list, run through the list. Like some of them is obvious, like an SSD, an electric duster.
A
I
screwdriver
don't.
kit.
What the hell's what the hell's a SATA USB adapter for?
I got you. I got you.
Oh
You
shit.
ready
Thank
for
God
this?
Chef is here.
Hey, Mr. Computer himself, Mr. Graphics
Got
card.
you, bruh.
The graphic,
Yes.
yo. First tell him the battle that you had with the graphics card.
Well, because we dealing with old ass graphics cards, and they got the resistors that they put on the boards
Mm-hmm.
Oh
on the
shit.
back of the board sticking out, and them shits are sharp.
Them shits be sticking like a fucking inch and a half out, yo.
It's like
You trying to
dealing
murder
with a
you?
porcupine or something when you're trying to get it out of a small
Yeah.
enclosure. It's like, yo, this is dangerous right here. Even with a glove on, I still got pricked.
Damn,
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
man, that
He
fucking
said he was
pin
trying to get
needles in there.
surgical with it.
Yeah, you do. But no, a SATA USB adapter. So if you got one of those cases where you run out of spaces to actually put the drive into, and you don't have any more SATA cables to put into the motherboard to the SSD, and any power cable from the power supply to the SSD, you just get a USB adapter. You plug that into the SATA connector on the SSD or the hard drive, and then the USB will plug in anywhere on a USB port, and it'll act as a extra drive for you.
I bet
I
that's
don't
why
think you
you.
can boot Windows off of it, but you can use it as an extra storage. So
I bet that's why you got like 20 of them shits, because you got all them 250 gigabyte hard drives in your shit.
no, I got a full ATX case, so I got like 1,000,000 slots for hard drives.
That's why
I
you
can
That
put
get
boy
like
them.
20
Chef,
in there.
that boy Chef hacking, yo. He has to be, yo.
He life
He has
hacking,
to
right?
be, yo.
I respect that though, because
And actually, I got this
I'm a
case for
stickler
free.
for space.
Because my supervisor gave it to me when I first built the PC 2016, I believe. He was like, yo, I got like 7 cases in the basement. I can just throw you one. He gave me the biggest one he had, and I was like, thank you. So many spaces, there's so much space in here for hard drives, and then especially for the graphics cards because they're getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I can fit a big graphics card in there. But yeah, a SATA to USB adapter for SSDs is nice. Better if you have an SSD because you don't want an actual hard drive just sitting out loose
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a table somewhere. But
I'm
those
thinking
are
about
nice to
getting. I'm thinking about getting another internal hard drive. First of all, I got to see if my motherboard supports a third drive. It should probably, maybe. I haven't really looked. I wasn't thinking about it when I built it, but
most motherboards, like modern ones, you should be able to get like 6 of them.
yeah, because at the time I wasn't thinking about it. I figured 2 drives would be enough, but I'm one of those people you can never have enough storage space, so I might
Yeah, that's why I got
add
so
another
much.
drive to my build. So
Yeah, I've got
shit.
3 drives, and all 3 of them are different kinds of drives.
yeah, I got an external drive too, so I usually keep my my anime and stuff on there. But I want to add another internal drive for like games because Lord knows these game sizes probably are not going to get any smaller.
Oh, it seems
Yeah.
that they're
So-
going in the opposite direction. It's just
Fucking Call of Duty, yeah.
Well, actually, hold up.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4 terabytes. I have 4.5 terabytes worth of storage in my
See, I'm
computer
trying to
right
get like you. I think I only got I got two 1 terabyte drives is my primary, my secondary, and then I got an external SSD just for Call of Duty because I had to get that because that the fucking file size was so big. So I want to get another internal drive.
I
now.
got
Yeah, dog.
1.5 terabytes on me.
Shit's nice.
I want to get up to 4 though.
Y'all think y'all need a screwdriver kit? The only screwdriver I only got one screwdriver, and that fits everything I need it for.
I have like
You
a screwdriver that changes heads, so I'm good.
you don't necessarily need it unless one of the manufacturers that give you an SSD or something on the board has a different screw. But you really just need a Phillips, literally a Phillips.
Yeah, just one Phillips. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I need.
Pretty much.
The second one, the electric duster, I've been meaning to get one for a while because I still use the compressed air.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
shit is clutch.
I'm an electrician, so I got every screwdriver you could ever want, and I don't need an electric duster because I have an air compressor. So those two things have always been covered.
Yeah.
I would get an electric duster just because I don't want to keep buying the compressed air cans all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're low key bad for the environment. So I'm trying
They're
to
bad
stop
for your
buying them.
PC too. You shake them shits too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I found out one day I was using them to clean out or just to like blow out some dirt outside of my laptop, one of my old laptops a long time ago, and some of the liquid leaked out into the keyboard. I was like, "Well, those keys
Yep.
don't work no more."
Yep.
I
So
gotta
yeah,
get one of those.
yeah, either an electric duster or an air compressor, one of the two. I got something like that on my wish list on Amazon, so I just gotta move on it and just buy it. What
Sounds
else?
good.
I know they say gamepad. I think that's like common sense. Cause,
Well, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Unless
like,
you're a
like,
keyboard and
you-
mouse
you-
elitist.
Well,
Well, unless you're a degenerate like Iffy, where it's his mouse and keyboard no matter what. I'm like, all right, bro,
hell
weirdo.
no. That's just not happening.
And that's why you just trash.
I do gotta get this one, a USB with Windows on it, just because you never know sometimes.
I don't keep one with Windows on it, but I
Yeah.
mean I know like I have the key and I know how to re-download it. I know how to do that, and I have 2 other laptops I could do it on if I have to. So.
I've never backed up my OS before, so I don't not exactly sure how to do it, but
I've had 2 drives with Windows on it die since I built my PC, so I've gotten pretty used to doing it.
yeah, so I think the place I bought my OS my PC parts from, they just gave me a Windows key with it, with one of the parts I bought. So I need to back up this version of Windows 10, what I have. So because Lord knows Windows 10 be breaking like every third update. So I think they just had one that like corrupts your hard drive if you're not careful. So
Yeah, that's why I got daily backups going. That's why you need not as many, but you need them external drives because you gotta have them backups going. You gotta have at least the backup for your operating system, that partition, and then you gotta have extra backup for like the extra files and stuff that you want to keep.
yeah, like important documents and stuff.
Yeah,
But important documents I have on my external drive. I made copies of that on my external hard drive.
yeah.
But yeah, I've been meaning to make a backup my OS on like a flash drive or something. So if anything goes to shit, God forbid, knock on wood, I can just boot up the USB and have my OS is fine. So high quality headset, obviously. We wouldn't be on this
I know.
podcast if we didn't have one.
Yeah. I need to.
Let me
still
talk to
wanna-
my webcam real quick.
I still want to get a wireless set because like my HyperXs, this shit are so tangled. The cord is so mangled. But like I've had bad luck with wireless ones because the quality's not as good, or they die in like not in half the time that they advertise on the box.
Mhm.
So
I've already
I don't
found
know.
my perfect headset that I'll ever change. If I do change, it'll be whenever I move and I get to like a quieter place, and I might buy like a mic with a stand. Just
you don't live in a
earbuds.
quiet place because we don't hear a lot of background noise coming from you.
No, my
Typically.
Astros don't pick up much. Like I have the Astro 840s, and I've got the tournament edition, so
Ah.
they're built to not pick up like outside noise.
I think I used to have those.
Yeah.
I think that was my very first headset before I bought these HyperXs.
Astros
Yeah.
are my go-to headset just because of how much I can do with them. Like I have every console. Like I have my Xbox, my PS5, and my PC all hooked up to it at the same time, so I can hear all of them, like regardless.
That's what's up. Yeah, I still want to get a wireless one, maybe one day. But yeah, I just had bad luck with the last 2 wireless sets I bought. because they were not good quality wise, and they died like fast. So
I ain't had a wireless, had a headphone since my Turtle Beach something 32s I had in 2010.
You know what's
I,
crazy?
uh,
I have Turtle Beach headsets, and I thought they were broken because the volume of my microphone was too low. So I went to go buy these HyperXs, and it was the same problem until I realized I need to increase my microphone volume. So I think my Turtle Beaches still work if I was to get them out the bag, but I ended up buying these anyway, and they've been working out pretty good. These are HyperXs too. These are like, it's a trusted brand for me. I like these. It's
Yeah,
wired though. I do want wireless, but it's cool where I'm at.
I think a lot of people could save money if they read in their instructions.
probably.
I should have did that. I didn't realize it. I thought it was just because I used them for the 360, and I was like, oh, I can just play these into the PC and be good.
Yeah.
I fucked that up, but it was alright. I'm happy with the purchase so far. Well, yeah, it's been 3 years since I've bought them, so
I think I've had these. I think I've had this set for 2 years now, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, until some comes across that I come across something that blows me away, I'm probably just gonna stick with these mangled cables and all. So, we just talked about the USB adapters. What else we got?
Power supply tester? Yeah, I don't think I need this, yeah.
I don't think I really
I don't
need
think I
that.
need that, yeah.
I'm actually gonna buy that because the power supply I have now is a 1,000-watt power supply. It's kind of an older one, and I bought it used. Like I haven't had any issues with it, but I am curious as like how much it's pushing, like how reliable it actually is. Because power supplies do die, and whenever they
Yeah.
die, sometimes they die gradually and they be fucking your shit up on the downslope.
Yeah.
I would like to see what my power supply is doing.
Interesting. Yeah, it's not something I typically think about because I've had pretty good luck with power supplies. Like no one's never bugged out on me. So
Yeah.
so we'll see. Yeah, I still use snipping tool like it's 2002 PC gamer. Fuck you.
yeah, I don't know what the hell Sure X is, and what they saying
What?
that it can do is literally what Snipping Tool can do too.
You know what snipping tool
They
is?
say
Free.
they can record as well.
Well, fuck that.
Like
I got other stuff for that.
like shadow play, but my shadow play don't be working, so I might look into this.
I don't know how to use Shadowplay. Like, that shit don't make sense.
I haven't downloaded it since I reinstalled my OS, and I probably should get it again because I don't use my OBS anymore. I was using OBS to record for a period of time.
I used it once to make like one like 30-second clip for a video for something I was going to put on Twitter, but outside of that, I don't use Shadowplay. The one time I want to use it, like for gameplay or something, or just like create or just like record like conversations like in Discord when niggas be on wild shit, because I think it'd be funny. But like my shit never works. Like you know how you can press Alt F10 to like save like the last 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
This shit never works for me, and I make sure it's on and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Finicky.
But this Share X, yeah, I've never heard of this. So, but capture full screen or partial images, record video. I mean, I guess, but hey, I'll just keep using the snipping tool. That's working just fine. Do y'all have a hardware like monitor outside of like Task Manager? Like a third-party app? Because I do.
I have a couple.
It's HW Info, I think. I may have uninstalled it because I don't need it anymore, but I was using it at first to monitor Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
No, yes, Horizon Zero Dawn. I was making sure the shit was working and not
Yeah.
overheating.
Yeah, I have one. I think it's called CPU ID hardware monitor, something like
I
that.
do have it. CPU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I use that on my old build because when I was getting some frame issues and connectivity issues and a couple other things when I would play like Overwatch or something, I would see how many what my GPU was doing or what my CPU was looking like temperature wise, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I do use CPUZ and I also use Core Temp. Like I use Core Temp whenever I'm overclocking my CPU.
Yeah.
But other than that, if I just want to like do an overview, I just CPU.
Yeah. Two-factor authentication manager.
What the hell is that?
That's it.
I
Pretty
know
much
they have managers for that.
they do. They got password managers. They got two-factor.
Don't the websites have that?
Yeah.
I use I use Google for a couple of mine. So for BDO and for Nintendo, when like the one time I turned on my Switch, They have Google has one where they pretty much manage your two-factor verification system thingy or whatever if you have it enabled for a lot of your most commonly used accounts and stuff like that. I guess they have a whole manager that just houses all of them for it. But I know like some of them are connected to Google. That's what I use.
So you don't have to. Oh, so you don't have to worry about searching for your phone. It just pops up on desktop.
Right.
Oh shit! I don't use two-factor authentication for a lot of stuff, but my passwords are so fucking ridiculous that I don't think anybody's hacking into my shit anytime soon.
If people wanted to hack my shit, they could have it, because my shit is so simplistic, I will never forget it.
Oh, see, that's the thing, because they talking about managers. A password manager is key.
Yeah, I have a password manager installed, but you know what I have? I have a fucking notepad app with all my passwords in my phone.
Oh,
This
see.
is probably not smart like at all, but that's what I do.
I use
LastPass. That
yeah, that's
shit
what
is
I
clutch
use.
to me.
NordVPN
I
has
use
a pass.
LastPass.
NordVPN has their own pass manager. I use that, and they gave me. The only reason I use that is because they gave me like half off my VPN subscription if I used it, if I downloaded it. So I was like, yeah, give me that. So I should probably start taking advantage of that. But they also have it for 2FA. I think I only use 2FA for BDO, my Nintendo account, and Epic because I think my Epic account I hacked like twice. So I use it for Epic. But those are the only 3 accounts I use 2FA for. Oh, I think I used it for Blizzard too, maybe. Or maybe I turned that off. I don't remember. But, yeah. 10 things every PC gamer should own, according to PC Gamer.
Did you want to do the gamer questions? We hit an hour 30 and just now.
Hour 30. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, so with it being a new year and stuff, we're well into 2021. I just figured I could just talk about probably what we've been playing to start off the new year. If anything.
They laughing shit. Funny.
I've been playing Battlefront, that's about it.
Yeah. Battlefront Rainbow.
And fucking Dokkan.
Yes. That's the only thing I've been playing, really.
New Year, same shit. I feel that.
I'm actually about to go through my backlog so I can go play the older games. I just finished Ghost Runner. Holy shit.
Yeah, I heard you struggling with that. Like that's like
oh my lord.
I lost interest in that game.
Because you die in one shot, they just made it challenging for no reason.
Yeah, and I appreciate challenging hard games like that, but it's just, I just kind of lost interest after the demo.
It was alright of a game. I'm not gonna go back to it anytime soon, but yeah, I'm just gonna go through my backlog probably and finish off some games I probably didn't finish throughout the year. So
True. What have I been playing? I guess to start out, I finally beat Cyberpunk because I kind of been putting it off the last couple weeks. Just because usually when I play that game, I just like I intend to play it for like an hour, but then I just end up just like playing for like 2 or 3, and then I look over the clock, it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. So I'm like, fuck. So yeah, I finally.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all finished it. I don't know if we want to talk spoilers or not, but I kind of already talked about it.
Exact same ending as I did.
I did, or you did?
No, yeah, we both got the same ending.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty satisfied with that ending because it just makes sense as a nomad for my playthrough. So that's definitely my canon playthrough. Did we want to talk spoilers or not?
I mean, that's up to you.
I mean, I wasn't gonna have a lot to say because I already talked a lot with Aaron, and Nightshade was there as well. But overall, I would say
finished the game. Yeah.
Yeah, and overall, I'm still satisfied with the game. Bugs and all, even though I didn't run into that many that were like that pissed me off to no end that told me the game was unplayable.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say I had a couple funny interactions with not a couple funny, but I thought it was a nice touch, like in the credits where a lot of the characters you spent time with, they call you and shit.
Yeah, I really liked that part.
Yeah, that was cool. And then when it got to Judy, I kind of felt bad because I kind of left her hanging at the end of my playthrough. So you know how whatchamacallit, you go over the clouds to like have them
you
become
didn't do the job for her?
I didn't do. I thought I did all of them, but I guess I had like one more mission to do.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't do my jobs for her either.
So what happened was, you know how what's her face that was supposed to take over the shit after you kill the Tiger Claw bosses or whatever. What's her face? That
Mhm.
bitch that don't like you. She's
Mhm.
what's her fucking
Oh,
name?
I don't remember her name. You talking about? Yeah, I know you're
Maiko.
talking about
Maiko. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she was talking a lot of shit, and I was like, all right, fuck you too, bitch. So at the end of that mission, when I killed the Tiger Claw bosses, I ended up killing Maiko,
Yeah, I
and
did too.
Yeah.
I went back to Judy, and she's like, "You killed her?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Was I
Okay.
not supposed to?
Yeah. So I killed her too, and then whenever I went back to Judy, she started freaking out. I just stopped her like mid fucking sentence. I'm like, okay, let's just go back to this save and fucking do this
See, I
again.
thought about doing that, but at that point when I did it, because basically what I wanted to do, I wanted to finish Judy's missions and shit, and then go straight to the end of the game, do the last story mission. So I did that. I killed Maiko, and I went back to Judy, and she's like, "You killed her," and I was like, "Was I not supposed to?" Oops.
Oh, when she started freaking out on me, I was like,
And then,
yeah, let's just
and
stop
then
here.
she's like, I gotta go gather my. I want to go gather my thoughts alone. And I was like, okay, bye. And then I just went to go do the. I just went on to go beat the game. I didn't see her the rest of the game. So then when she called me in the credits, I felt bad because she still felt like kind of distraught about everything. And I was
Mhm.
like, damn, she's just really out there like by herself. Like all the people she fucked with are like dead. I was like, damn, and I left Night City. Like I'm gone. So it's like she's just out there by herself. I'm like,
Oh,
fuck.
Right.
I kind of
yeah,
feel bad.
because I did the
Whoops.
exact same thing. I slaughtered her shit because she decided to get buck wild with me after I killed her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just left her dead because yeah,
Buck
Judy will
wild,
say
huh?
something about that. She'll question you,
Yeah.
but she has a very important mission after that
Yeah.
she like welcomes you
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. And Aaron told me about it, but I just didn't do it because I wanted to just finish the game and be
Yeah,
done with it.
Michael was
But
gonna
yeah,
die regardless. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, yeah. She didn't like me no way. I was like, all right, fuck you too, bitch. I've been waiting. Low key, I've been waiting for this. I just need an excuse.
What did
Um,
she try to like attack you?
no,
Yes.
because basically the way I did it, you
But
know
can
how
you
you can
like
like
leave or?
you
I mean,
can
I can, but she
yeah
shot
you
at me, so
can,
I
but
shot
yeah
back.
she got
Oh,
aggressive and I dropped her. I pulled out the shotgun and dropped her. She got aggressive. She didn't even get a shot off. Cause I got the little alert when enemies detect you. She went, "Wah!" And then I was like, all right, this is what we gonna do it. And I dropped her. That was it. And
oh
then
man.
and I was surprised. Judy was surprised. I'm
I'm
like,
like,
Right,
bro,
yeah.
she pulled out on me, yo. What the-
she says, like you should have saw this coming. You know we did not like talking to each other. You should have saw this coming. But I was like, no, I just felt bad for Judy because when she called me during the credits, she just like felt like really like alone, and I was like, damn. And I just really left the city too. She's out there by herself
Hey,
now.
my bad.
Damn. I'll call you though.
I'm with my girl
Probably,
though, but
maybe.
my bad.
So that was the only thing. But other than that, like I said, I'm satisfied with my ending. I'm waiting for the patch updates or whatever they're gonna do, which I think they said the first one's coming pretty soon,
What are they gonna do
like
though?
this
I need
week or
patch
next week.
notes like
Yeah,
soon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need them patch notes, most definitely. Definitely,
yeah, for
like,
sure.
have
So,
any are there
but
any
all
news on the DLC or like what that's supposed to do?
I think the DLC was actually supposed to come around this time, but after the whole debacle was launched, I think they pushed that back. So, fine, do what you got to do. No more fucked up launches of anything. So just do what you got to do. Push the shit back as long as you need to. So I think the first round of DLC is going to come out like later this summer or early fall.
All right.
So that's fine. But so yeah, I beat Cyberpunk. I still like the game a lot. So for better or for worse. I also started playing the Pathless, which is an indie game that was showed off during I think it was Xbox's showcase like last summer, or maybe PlayStation. I don't remember which one. But it's an indie game, really cool looking art style. You're like this like holy warrior or something. That like basically the gameplay is like you run around shooting these targets with your bow and arrow, and as you hit more targets, you get like a meter to boost and make you do more acrobatic moves and run faster and all that kind of stuff. And you also got like this pet eagle with you that acts like your seeing eye companion or whatever. So I think that's pretty cool. I've been playing that. Nice little indie game on Epic. I think it's only like $25 or something like that. So I'd recommend picking that up if you want like a change of pace indie game to play. What else? What else have I been playing? Outside of my regulars like BDO and DOA Gotcha, that's pretty much everything I've been playing to start the year anyway.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much outside of my regular like Rainbow. Um,
I also have been spending more time with like different fighting games outside of SoCal, like Street Fighter and Guilty Gear.
I need to get back on
So
that.
yeah, there was a tournament that's actually coming up this weekend, but I'm gonna be busy that day, so I'm gonna unfortunately not be in that tournament. But I do want to be in more tournaments for SoCal this year, so that's like my New Year's resolution. So But yeah, outside of those things, my usuals, yeah, that's what I've been playing at least to start out the year. Here, this nigga Mitch late with the game announcements. We know, bruh.
What he said.
Honey Pop. Yeah, the
Oh
your
my
announcement, the Honey Pop 2 announcement. You
Hey,
Oh,
look,
it's just-
guys, look.
Oh, it's
Look.
finally out. Oh shit.
February 8th is when it's coming out.
Nice. Yo, she got a buff.
Listen,
Alright.
you know, Honey Dev. They tell your mouth out, bruh. So,
Hey,
shout,
hey,
shout out to Honey Dev. He
Shout out
finally getting the
Honey
game
Dev.
out, even though he got cancer and stuff
my
like that.
boy
That's why
going
this shit.
through it. Hey, hope you make it out, my G. Um, are there any releases that we're looking forward to?
God of War.
Honey Pop 2.
That's what I was gonna say. Honey Pot 2 and God of War. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, God of War as well. Nier Replicant's coming out in April. Neo 2 on PC is gonna coming out in like a couple of weeks actually, like week after next. So
Yeah, I'll get around to that as soon as I get Neo 1 off my backlog.
I'm not worried about Neo 1 because Neo 2 you can customize your own character. So as soon as I thought it, because I played the demo on PS4, so as soon as I saw that, I was like sold. I'd rather play this. I don't even want to play the first one. So I'm looking forward to that. Kena, Brutes of Spirits. I think we saw during the PlayStation showcase earlier this last year. That's coming out hopefully at some point soon. I think there's like a
My.
late 2021 release window for that. So I'm looking forward to that. So those are the main ones I'm looking forward to.
Chef or anyone else?
You think it's gonna say God of War?
Yeah, I mean, anything that comes out on PS5 is worth a fuck, honestly. It's
Well,
really they really making this purchase of a PS5 look real weak for me.
There's a lot of buyer's remorse going around. It's not just you, bruh. That's what I've heard.
It's not even remorse. Like I know there's gonna be stuff to play. It's just the fact that it's been, what, like 4 months, 3 months. How long?
Not
has it been?
even. It came out in December. It came out around Christmas, didn't it? Or no, November.
Oh,
This was
yeah.
like this for PS4 though, wasn't it?
It came out in November, December,
Yeah, but
January.
PS4 had launch titles that were
Bruh, it's only been
actual
2
launch
months.
titles.
It's barely been 2 months because it came out in November. So did Xbox.
PS4 had launch titles. Like this game,
right.
this one doesn't have launch titles. This one has
Right.
AAA launch titles, but they're built for the
You
last
don't want
gen.
to play Demon's Souls?
No, no, I do not. That's not even a launch title. That's just a fucking remake. Like, I don't know. So in terms of that, God of War, I'd probably play Horizon on there just because I've seen what they did with Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, and the fact that they said that they're gonna stop patching Horizon Zero Dawn on PC so they can focus on the new one.
Yeah. Yep.
That shit still don't run right.
Didn't they just put out another patch? That's supposed to
think
fix
so.
it?
They said they were slowing the patches. They didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they were slowing the patches, but I think they just came out with their most recent patch, and with that patch, they said, yeah, we're going to start trickling PC patches out slower now just to focus on Horizon 2.
Ooh wee.
So, yeah. I think that's another thing, too, like you mentioned, since there's not a lot of games out on PS5, and then a lot of these games that are supposed to be coming out later this year don't even have definitive release windows yet. All of them just say 2021 or 2022. So we don't. A lot of like the big name games that are going to be not only on PS5 but a lot of ones on PC, they don't have release dates yet. So it's kind of hard to kind of get amped up. But there are a few out of the like the ones I mentioned that I'm hyped up for. So once you get outside of that, it's like, what do we got really?
I definitely want to play a new Final Fantasy. Hopefully they release an actual patch for.
Is that coming out this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to come out this year. That's what they said. It's gonna come out this year. It's also got the same director as Final Fantasy 14, so it shouldn't come out trash like Final Fantasy 15 did, but we'll see.
14 is the MMO though, right?
Right.
Okay.
But the director that did 14 is the one that like brought the game back from hell
Ah,
after it came out broken.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
okay.
hopefully it doesn't come out and it's not gonna be trash. But there's that, God of War, maybe Persona 5 Strikers. Other than that, I mean, what? Horizon? What else we got, yo? Like,
Hang on, this is my fault. I meant to put the list from Game Informer of the upcoming releases. I put this in the Google Doc. I forgot. So,
nigga.
so let's see what we got. Like in February, let's see. The PS5 edition of Control's coming out in February. You can play that.
Boy.
I'll give
Um,
you a I know.
Let's see. Yeah, Persona 5 Strikers is in February. Bravely Default 2 for the Switch. Little Nightmares 2, the Neo Collection.
Yo, when the Switch going on sale or something?
It was on Christmas. That was the last sale you're probably gonna see until next Christmas. Let's see. Well, then what we got in March? We got Yakuza on PlayStation. We got Monster Hunter Rise, the Prince of Persia remake. Yeah.
It's nothing interesting me.
Yeah. And then April we got Outriders, Near Replicant, or the big two, at least the ones that I'm keeping an eye on. May don't got shit coming out in May. Deathloop, that's it as of right now.
Damn, they starting that summer drought early, huh?
Yeah, and then June, Back for Blood, that Left 4 Dead successor,
I do want to play that.
that comes out in June.
That looks fun. I wish I would have gotten lucky and got put into the alpha or beta, whatever the hell that was. But you know,
You could
I'm not a
sign up for
streamer,
that,
so
didn't you? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Outside of that, yeah, that's all we know for the first half of the year. All everything else down here is a bunch of to be announced, like fucking Babylon's Fall. Remember that game that's supposed to be from Platinum/Square that got shown off at E3 like 3 years ago? That's supposedly like a 2021 release, but I haven't seen shit about that game since E3 2017 or whatever it was. What else? Biomutant's coming out supposedly this year, but there's no definitive date for that. Bright Memory Infinite.
Yes, that's the game I'm waiting on.
Memory. I'm
Yeah.
not honestly. I played the other game that was kind of like the tech demo for that game. It's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna play it. Like it seems like they did their best to. How do I put it? It's like whenever you and your friends get together and come up with this great idea of what the perfect game would be, and then it comes out and you're like, okay, well, I mean, this is what we wanted. But
Did you buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, you get the free upgrade then.
Oh shit.
So you don't have to pay for it. If you bought it already, you should be. If they keep to that word, you should just get.
I mean,
I'd imagine so.
I mean, if it's free or I pay for it on accident, I guess I could try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that game a shot because this is the game that was made by literally one person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that one
Microsoft-
Chinese guy is
Yeah, Microsoft bought him
like
up.
with his feet in
So
his hands.
yeah, so now that he's under Microsoft, hopefully they gave him the budget to, make the full game what he envisioned it to be. So, especially like Chef said, it's a free upgrade to the full game if you have the tech demo more or less. So hopefully that'll be fun. What else do we got? Crimson Desert, which is supposed to be, that not the sequel to BDO, but the same people that make BDO. This is like their next major title. I'll keep y'all posted on that. Destruction All Stars, which was supposed to be a launch title for PS5, but it's not now. Although I think what they did when they delayed it, I think they did say that it's going to be free to play when it does come out for PlayStation Plus people. So I think that's a nice touch. So we'll see what happens with that, because Lord knows that shit's not worth 70 or what they're initially going to charge for it. You know what else is supposed to come out this year? Elden Ring.
Jesus. We don't even know what the fuck that game is. It's just like that Kojima bullshit.
Hear what Aaron and Vince say. That game ain't never coming out. You thought the hype for Cyberpunk was crazy. That shit ain't never coming out. I'll believe it when I see it. Far Cry 6 is supposed to come out later this year. Ghostwire Tokyo.
That looked interesting just because of the cast.
Nah, they can hold that. They can definitely hold.
I love Giancarlo Esposito, but yeah, I'm done with Far Cry, bro.
Yeah, I never really played it, so.
The only good one was 3, and I'll die on that hill every day. So
Far Cry 5 was fucking trash.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, then we got Ghostwire Tokyo is supposed to come out later this year. God of War Ragnarok, obviously. Gotham Knights is supposed to come out later this year. I saw an article on that. I'm definitely gonna hold out on that. I feel like it's not gonna be what we envision it to be, at least for us. I don't know. What else? What else? What else? Grand Theft Auto 5 for PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Uh huh.
You got that.
Hooray!
Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, I meant to put that in there. Take-Two Interactive has patented something for artificial intelligence for open world pathfinding.
Yeah, I saw that.
saw that.
Probably doesn't mean anything, but
It
people
doesn't.
was thinking, oh, that means GTA 6 is coming now. It's
LOL.
like, nah.
Yeah. Nah, you ain't getting no GTA 6, bro. You got GTA 5 for PlayStation 5 coming. You ain't getting no GTA.
You ain't gonna
6,
get
bro.
that
What's
shit to the
wrong with
PlayStation 7.
y'all? Exactly.
They started
Y'all
to
need
put
to
DJ Khaled into the game, then they can add a whole lot more dumb shit to the game for like the next
Chef,
5 years.
You know what?
I'm gonna go
Here,
ahead and
I'm gonna,
stop you right there, Chef.
you know what? I know I'm not gonna stop you, Chef, because I'm gonna put out a hot take right now. I'm gonna put out a hot take. GTA 5 is gonna be the last GTA you ever see because enough niggas to keep buying that game to where Rockstar does keep adding content continuously.
They can keep
I'm gonna say
doing
it. GTA 5 is the last GTA. I'll book it right now.
That's how they set it up. I mean, they can fuck around and add an expansion of a new area.
Like,
They-
bro, GTA 5 is GTA 6 at this point.
Yeah, they could just do that and just keep going with that.
Y'all
That's
ain't
what I
gonna
want
get
to see in some games. Like, if you got the formula, just keep adding to that.
no- Right,
And just keep updating it frequently to keep up with the times. But
right.
stop.
We know how people like sequels. They like their 2s and 3s and shit.
Nah, you good with GTA 5.
Yeah,
But they
so
good with it.
I'm gonna plant my flag, and I'm probably most likely gonna be wrong, but it's a hot take, and I'm gonna stick by it, cause fuck it. GTA 5 is the last GTA we will ever see. Watch. Outside of that, yeah, we still got a lot of TBAs on here as far as game releases go.
Yeah, y'all remember Dying Light 2?
Limbo. That's what I got to say about Dying Light 2 at this point.
That shit's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know
And,
what
and that's
the hell.
that's a shame. I feel bad for you. I
That
know you
shit
was
like
hype about
blew
that
up,
I
bro. What
was, yeah.
happened?
I love that game, yo.
That shit
That game was
imploded.
everything
It was-
Dying Light
it was
wanted
the
to
fun-
or
it was the
Dead
fun-
Island wanted to be.
It was a fun game to watch streamers play. I didn't like. I'm tired of zombie games, but it was a fun game.
I
to watch
just
streamers play.
the story that they did in that DLC after the game was just fucking great. It did everything the original game did and just 10 times better. And then they do this shit, so I don't.
Oh, one other game I'm looking forward to. This is a selfish plug. The new Guilty Gear that comes out in April, so I'll be getting that as well. That's all.
Yo, Certified Lover Boy's been pushed back, bruh.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's that?
What? That's
That's
the
Drake's
album that
album.
Drake was coming out. It was supposed to drop this month. He pushed
Oh,
it
we
back.
delaying albums now? That's crazy.
Tough.
I was looking forward to this shit, yo.
Oh
It's
man,
getting crazy in the world. Everything has a pushback now.
that is crazy.
Imagine if they delayed the inauguration.
I thought they should do that for the longest time, especially after what happened in the Capitol. I was like, yo, just don't even tell when the inauguration is. Don't have it on the Wednesday. Don't even tell
Just
anybody when it
randomly
is.
have people like show
Just
up.
I was just like, had that nigga Biden just pop up in the White House. Yeah, he's president now. Well, what about the inauguration? We did that already. Yeah, see, nah, he can get to work now. Y'all good? Yeah. So, damn. R.I.P. Drake's new album. Got to wait a little bit longer.
Well, I heard he delayed it because he was having surgery because he got crossed up on the court.
Oh, he had a surgery already, but yeah, I don't know what happened.
Damn.
It's probably what did happen though.
No, I do think I read something like a few weeks ago about him like blowing out his Achilles or some shit and had to get surgery.
Oh, word? I thought that was a meme.
I shouldn't,
that was a
I
meme.
shouldn't
yo.
be laughing, but damn. Blow your
Hey, man.
Achilles doing that, bro? Who's
At
Hey,
least he was
bro.
doing it while doing something, and not what John Wall was doing.
Mm.
He just got injured
How
being
do
in the
you-
house. I don't know how the hell that happened.
How do you fucking damage this nigga?
What was I about to say?
Boy,
Did I already close? Oh no, I didn't. I'm just kind of looking through to see what else has a pending release date. Any other notable games? Marvel's Avengers on PS5.
don't
Yeah,
do
that
No,
coming.
No.
do it.
I think that's it.
We can
Did
go
I say
to
Ghostwire
animes.
Tokyo already?
I
Did I say Ghostwire
think
Tokyo
you
already?
did.
You did.
Okay. All right.
We
Yeah,
can go
that's
to
pretty much it.
anime
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah,
I
that's
honestly
probably
have not
right.
been watching any anime lately.
Nah, you haven't. Um, for me, I've been watching. Although we did catch up on Jujutsu Kaisen like
Yeah, we
last week,
did.
something like that, which I'm glad I did. So, actually, I feel like Chef, you might like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, he probably would.
It's
I is it? I don't. I think because you used to stream it after Fire Force, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've caught glimpses of it. I just never like
paid
sat
attention.
through and
Yeah,
paid attention.
yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, more niggas with superpowers fighting demons. So
Hmm. Okay.
and shit. So
I'm still waiting for Fire Force to come back. I just want to see that.
I think that comes back in the summer.
Damn.
I think I got to double check. Um, yeah,
I'm
we
missing.
caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen. We did watch the first couple episodes of that skateboarding anime that came out like a couple weeks ago, Skate the Infinity or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. There's a lot of sequels to shows this season, so I'm like limiting to what the fuck I watch.
Yeah, I don't think that's a sequel to anything. That's a new IP, if you will, a new show. Um, that's cool because I haven't watched anything like sports related for anime since Air Gear way back in the day. And Air Gear is a lot goofier than this. Like this seems like it's a little bit more. I wouldn't say grounded in reality, but a little bit more. It takes itself more seriously than Air Gear did. Um, so it's cool. There's only a couple episodes out, but it's cool. I think we're all caught up on Higurashi now.
Yeah.
That shit. Holy fuck. Niggas getting done up last week. We'll see what happens this week. I think that's about it. Oh, wait, Nisha, were you there when we watched that one anime we were talking about with the healer that goes back in time? I wasn't gonna bring it up. Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up here.
My list.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up here, but we can talk about it offline if you want, because I think it was me, Aaron, Eyes, and Sector watched the first episode
Yeah.
last week. That's all I'll say. Woo wee. That is rated R if I've ever seen one for an anime.
I love it. That's what I'm here for.
So yeah, we can talk about it offline because that shows plot points and this character, what those characters are doing is not for stream. So
Yeah, I've got a select few shows. Like I'm gonna watch the new season of Log Horizon, but to watch that, I feel like I have to go back and rewatch the series because I don't remember what. I mean, the last season came out like fucking 2011.
yeah, that's
But
what I said.
I don't.
I remember
a
I was like, Log
fucking
Horizon
thing,
came back. Like I think that's what I said when I saw the new season. Like Log Horizon is still out. I thought that shit ended like 4 years ago.
I think they were gonna cancel it, but it was still pretty popular after the nigga went to jail. And then when he got back out, they were like, okay, well, let's just start this back up again. So I think that's what they did. Well, I mean, there's that. There's obviously the biggest anime this season, which is Attack on Titan.
Don't care.
I'm
At least for
watching
me.
it. I'm watching it. I do want to press Mitch on it because he's Mitch.
I feel like you're going to have
He's a hype beast.
I feel like you have to. I feel like, from what I remember, because I stopped watching AOT at season 2, I feel like it's one of the most. I don't want to say it's overrated, but I want to say I do think the hype is a little out of control. Which is probably isn't fair for me to say because I didn't watch last season, and I'm definitely not watching this season because I lost interest. But I'm just tired of hearing about it. It's like one of those things where like it's like ReZero and fucking all these other and Demon Slayer where I just hear so much hype about them, I just choose to not watch them out of spite. So.
Let's see. On my list, I had I haven't heard anybody talking about Promised Neverland, which was kind of weird considering how hype that shit was.
Yeah, my coworker swears by that show. I might get into it. I
didn't really care for it when it aired. Like I thought it was cool, but I mean, I thought the killing everybody trope was kind of overplayed at this point.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand why everyone was so hype about it. But I guess again, it just goes back to hype beast shit. I don't hear anybody talking about the new season, so it is what it is.
Yeah, my coworker swears by Promised Neverland. He tells me to watch it like every day, but I was like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
I am gonna watch the second part of the second season of ReZero, Log Horizon, that one anime that we watched the other night.
You were there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep watching Jujutsu Kaisen. And Higurashi, I mean, that's basically it. There's so much shit, And then
a lot of stuff
I have
you gotta
stuff
be
I'm
picky.
watching. I'm still watching from like 2 seasons ago. Like,
Yeah.
I just started rewatching Claymore, and I forgot how good that show was. So that's
Yo,
pretty much
that
all I've been watching.
I
Now let
might
me ask
start
you about
watching that at
Claymore.
work again.
Let me ask you all about Claymore. Do y'all think like it's still good? But
Yes.
do y'all think it kind of didn't age gracefully?
I think it aged a lot
I
better than
think
I
it
thought
aged
it
pretty
did.
good, to be honest.
Like
Because I thought it
I
was me. I didn't know if it was just me or not. Because I remember watching it the other day. I was like, is this maybe because my tastes have changed since I was in college in anime?
I
But it's
mean,
just like,
probably too, and then like you can't really like say like that's the anime's fault, like because we've been watching so many different animes, and we can't just sit up and say like, oh, like has this really aged well? It's most of the time it's us just like having a change in taste from all the
yeah, or
animes that
change
we
of
watch.
perspective.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
change of
that's
go
true.
perspective. So
with me going back and rewatching it, like I've forgotten most of the stuff that happens. Like I remember some stuff and like certain plot points I can remember, but like most of it I've completely forgotten. So watching it again and then like I don't know, it just honestly
it hits
it ended up
different.
being
Yeah.
it ended up being better than I remembered it being.
Yeah, and I
Now
can kind of
granted,
tell you
I think where it falls off is the ending because it has like
that's
a
where I
soul eater
realized.
ending.
Mhm.
That's where I realized. Like, that's when I started thinking. I was like, did this not age great? Because yeah, that ending was not the
Yeah,
best.
well, the thing is like it obviously going as they always did, like the old anime like that. The manga was always better because it actually ended. It was one
Right.
of those things where they ended the anime before the manga finished, and there's like, well,
Yeah.
we're just gonna stop here and never come back to it.
Speaking of Soul Eater, I hope that whole Fire Force connection is legit. But based
Fire
on the
Force
way that
connection.
last season ended, did you uh do you care about spoilers or not? 'Cause were you there when we watched it? I don't remember.
He wasn't.
The end of Fire Force. I mean, I've
I was
seen
not.
the whole season.
No, Kenpachi wasn't. I'm talking about Nightshade.
Uh,
Do you care about spoilers if you didn't see it?
I've seen it.
Okay. So yeah, like with the way that the last season of Fire Force ended, I'm hoping that that little Soul Eater reference slash tease in there. I hope that's hinting at a connected universe.
I don't even remember that. Was it at the end of the episode?
At the as that I think it may
Okay,
have been
well,
even a
okay.
post. It may even been a post credit
Yeah,
scene.
if it was a post-credit thing, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's what's her face? The chick with the electricity with the thing with the helmet on her head. I can't remember her name, but she's like ovulating her shit by herself in a room, like going crazy. And then she looks up at the moon or the sky, and then it shows like a regular moon, and then it flashes real quick to the moon from Soul Eater.
Interesting.
So that
Oh, I
tells
think I remember what you're talking about, though.
yeah, so that tells me either like the events of Fire Force lead to Soul Eater, or Soul Eater leads to Fire Force, or they're somehow connected.
It could just be because it's the same artist.
That too, but I
He's just
just like
reusing assets.
that too. But the way that the way that scene played out made me think. It makes you think that are these shits connected? Because I think that'd be pretty cool.
Hey,
But that's
Maka and
just me.
Soul's about to pull back up.
Hey, I'm about it, bruh. Bravery, let's go.
Mm. I mean, that would be cool, I guess.
I did want to ask Chef a question
Yep.
because I started revisiting some of my favorite animes that I've watched. I guess I should probably first ask you now that everything is going on, especially with different shows and stuff that are going on that we watch on a regular basis. Would you be willing to give another anime a try, or fit it into your schedule?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, because if yes, I was thinking of two in particular. One would be Code Geass, and the other would be Fate Zero. Um, I think that you would enjoy those two. Probably, if I had to guess, and obviously I can't speak for you, but I feel like you might enjoy Fate Zero a little bit more than Code Geass because both are action oriented and have a really good story and a plot line. But Code Geass is really political, and I don't know how you feel about political shit.
When that nigga Lelouch start pulling up, I don't know.
It is, but there's a lot of like political shit involved too at the same time. So Fate Zero's more like with supernatural powers and shit, and niggas with supernatural abilities and whatnot. So
Well, it depend. Yeah, it would just depend on what you want. Like
Yeah.
either you want a story or you want a bunch of nonsense but a bunch of cool fighting.
exactly.
You ain't gonna understand what the fuck's going on in Fate.
Well, I
Not
think you can
without-
understand what's going on in Fate Zero, but once you start getting past Zero, that's when things get murky.
Maybe.
Fate Zero.
Okay. Now I will since you did pick Fate Zero, I will warn you. The first episode is 45 minutes because there's a lot of build up. They do a lot of exposition, a lot of explaining and shit. But then once you get past that first episode, it's just the fights pop off and all that kind of stuff. So.
Is this like a mini series or just like several seasons?
No, it's like a that's a very complicated.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's. How do you want me to answer this, Night Shade?
Listen, Chef. So the way Fate works, it's like Dragon
It's a
Ball.
franchise.
If every arc in Dragon Ball had its own season.
Or its own show.
Yeah, and each arc wasn't connected. It was just disconnected in like different universes.
It gets
And
very
then
confusing.
there were like 3 different kinds of Gokus, but they all looked the same, but they were different.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. Once you get past Fate Zero, like you can probably watch Fate Zero and Stay Night or Stay Night / Unlimited Blade Works. Just
And then you
those
get the
two
Heaven
/ Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that too. But like once you get past like those central like 4 or 5, it goes off in 100 different directions, and that's where they kind of lost me. I like Fate a lot strictly for the character design. And the fight choreography, particularly in Zero, is really good, and the arts and the fight animations are really good. But yeah, it's just like Fate is a giant franchise that spans like they have like isn't it like a card? It's like it's a show, it's a mobile game, it's like a card game, and all kinds of different types of shit.
Movie is
Movies, and it goes off in 100 different directions, and it can kind of keep your head spinning. But Fate Zero, in and of like in a vacuum, is like one of my favorites. And I recently rewatched that, and I figured like, hey, Chef might like this, based on like him liking Fire Force a lot. So, if you'd be willing to give it a shot,
yeah, Phaser. Yeah, I can do that.
okay, yeah, we can probably like set up a time.
That'll be interesting. It's been I don't think I've watched Phase Zero since it came out. Like
I-
it was
I-
airing.
Yeah, I think the last Fate thing I watched was Unlimited Blade Works, and that was pretty good. Because before that, I had only seen the original Stay Night and Zero. So, I only stick with Zero because that's the most concise, I think, to me from what I've seen. So I think that'll be a good introduction for Chef if you wanted to watch. Not to say that Code Geass is bad either, because that's like my second favorite anime behind Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh yeah.
It's just so political. I don't know. That might like turn some people off. So.
I'm ready to watch again, bro. Like all that political shit goes out the window when that intro comes on.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, but maybe we can revisit Code Geass after Fate Zero. So
Oh, they popping fireworks. Is it a celebration?
hey, the orange one is gone. Remember?
Shit, I ain't no saying
Although I
this.
don't know why they're popping those in Missouri, because
Yeah.
Missouri red state.
Those might not be
Well,
fireworks, Chef.
Well, no, St. Louis is,
It is-
voted blue.
Oh, true.
Oh
So-
yeah, they are not popping
This
fireworks. Yeah,
city
that
is
might be
based-
gunshots.
Not out here. Nah.
Not
Chef
out
went with the
here.
lights.
I'm in a safer area.
Oh shit.
Somewhat safe. They still do.
What happened with the Nets, Chef? What the hell?
Yeah, they had full strength, and still lost to the Cavaliers of all people.
In overtime by 12.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
What
that's the
was it?
problem
What was
with
it?
the,
Harden said, "When we got good teammates, it's just easy."
Exactly,
Mhm.
but that's the problem because look at the box score. Those they got their points, but the rest of the bench ain't got shit.
And that's exactly why the Nets are going to go out in the second round. I'm sticking by that. I don't care what anybody says.
Like the bench can't get no points, so yeah, you can.
They
have
traded their
30
bench. They used to have a bench. That's the crazy
Right.
part.
You can have 30 for the star players, but you got to have some extra points coming from somewhere in order to get a victory.
Exactly. I'm telling you, bro. It's hard to talk with basketball to some people, bro. They just don't understand.
And Colin Sexton was the one that made the Cavaliers win the game.
That's crazy.
So
Yep.
yeah,
All right, let's go ahead and finish off this episode 77 of Kenpachi's Room podcast.
Oh my God. Yeah, get you some water. Yeah, let's wrap this up so Kenpachi
Hanging
can
out with
hydrate.
Vince too long.
All right.
Why would you say that?
Closing statements.
Not on Vince, bro.
What's the closing statement?
My closing statement is shout out to us for being able to spark really good conversation and be good friends, because when I came up with these topics, I thought we would be done a lot earlier than I initially thought, but we squeezed 2 hours out of this, even with not a lot going on in the gaming universe right now.
Listen, if y'all left me there, I would have kept talking shit about Star Wars.
He's not lying though.
We might have to have a Star Wars like summit meeting Like, we're gonna have to have like Kaz, Marty, like have Nightshade go off on Star Wars to his heart's content, and then just have Kaz and Marty just try and check them, and then me, Chef, and Kenpachi just sit back and watch the fireworks.
Listen, Cass I can deal with. Marty,
That's half the fun. That's how we gotta have Marty there.
Bruh,
that's
talking
like
to
Mitch
Marty
2.0. That's like
talk-
Big Mitch.
talking to Marty is so fun, bruh.
It
You
can
don't
be
know what the
sometimes.
fuck you're gonna get.
Marty has really good energy. Sometimes he doesn't know where to put it.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Because he be
bro.
putting his arguments behind stupid shit sometimes. Just because. But hey man, when you're in Florida.
And then at the end of the argument, when he knows he didn't win, well, I'm just here to learn. Okay. You should have started with that energy.
We gotta make that happen one day.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
funny. That'd be great. But yeah, that's my
Alright.
closing statement.
Chef, close the statement.
Spotify has introduced me to some good music, I will say.
They put you on K-pop yet?
I put myself on K-pop.
Oh,
I
that's right.
respect
I
that.
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot he's a sleeper agent.
The sleeper
A
agent.
sleeper.
Nah, I only listen to Blackpink so far. I haven't engaged in any other K-pop.
He hasn't
artists,
branched
but
out yet. You give
yeah,
it time.
Spotify,
Listen,
they got the
whenever
playlist
I catch the right people in Gen 1, I will do a listening party. But I can't do it with certain people in there. Like, y'all know how reckless that shit's gonna get. Like RL, you can't do it with RL in there.
You
can't
want us
do
to
it
lock
with
the room?
Iffy. Like, there's just certain niggas that's just gonna nigga.
Hey, bro, I
Hey, we
I'll
can lock
sit
the
there
room
and
if we
listen-
want to.
That's what I'm saying. I'll sit there and listen to some music, bro.
Because I'm open. I love all kinds of music. I listen to just about anything except for
Yeah.
country.
Fuck country.
They don't make country K-pop, thankfully.
Not yet, anyway. That's
That ain't the wave yet. I think we missed that era.
That's crazy.
Yo, what's country Japanese music sounding like?
Probably better than American country music. I'll tell you that. I guarantee you, Japanese country music has more soul than American country does. With no twangs and fucking sisters and cousins and shit.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Oh.
Shit.
I said it. Get me.
Chef, was there anything else in your closing statement?
Don't you touch me, boy.
None
Wait.
for the Titanic?
Nah. I'm gonna let them rest for a little minute.
Let them rest at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them get their shit off real quick. Just
Man.
so. Yeah, it's nothing really else to mention. Oh, I plan on getting an air fryer.
Ah.
Jeff,
They
you've
got
been
some
talking
good
about this
deals
air
at
fryer
Target,
for
bro.
a year,
They got
yo.
some good deals at Target. Peep your local Target, bro. I'm telling you, they had a nice deal for like 40 or 50 bucks, if I remember right.
Only
W2
Chef will
finally
wait
came
till he
in from
turns
the job,
63 to get an air fryer.
so I can finally file my tax returns and get some money back, and then go
Yeah.
crazy
fryer.
spending on something.
Or maybe
Oh.
maybe that 2K will come through.
Hey,
1400. We're
hopefully.
not supposed to get that till like February.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, we're pretty close.
February's like next week or 2 weeks. So I'll probably file my taxes by then. So
Yeah.
more money from the government. Hey, let's go. Reparations for the last 4 years.
Pretty
Um,
much.
No,
Actually-
nothing else. I'm good.
Nice shape closing statement.
I'm gonna close like I open. Goodbye. Just as in hello. I mean, I think I said this last time we had a podcast. Last time we had a podcast, the world was looking pretty fucking grim. But now that we got
It looked
Agent
wild for
Orange
that first
out-
week, bruh.
Yeah, after we got Agent Orange out, maybe the world will start looking up, or maybe the next 4 years will be a little bit better than the last 4 years.
We can only hope.
That's all I'm hoping for. Maybe in 4 years I'll still be playing video games because video games are actually still coming out.
Yeah.
True. Exactly.
All right.
feel that.
My closing statements. It's New Year. And with a new year, comes around new opportunities as usual, and new energies, new beginnings. Things are starting up. Cycles are restarting. So, let's try not to set in stone the same the same habits that we did in 2020, and shit, let's just all try to be better. And I guess 2020 definitely I would say we can all agree had us looking in on ourselves a lot.
It humbled a lot of people.
Yeah, humbled a lot of people, and I think the majority of us see like, okay, like we got to do better with this shit. So hopefully, like Nightshade said, these 4 years are gonna be a lot better than the last 4 that we had. So this is.
I'm trying to have a money phone after these next 4 years, yo.
I want like flying cars to be within the next 4 years, bro.
I don't
We
need
need
that
some-
kind of fucking hazard in my life.
We need some goddamn.
Yeah,
advanced-
have you seen the Teslas with the autopilots on the road? Nah.
Put them shits in the sky. You'll let it crash into my house.
Elon, please, no. They need to work some bugs out on some CDPR shit.
Yeah, that was episode 77. Oh, drink your damn water and wash your ass,
Please.
please.
Especially if you're going to be going to locals when they come back.
If
Don't
you
be going
wanna
0
do it,
Don't be going 0-2 in your pools and you stink. Come on, bruh.
All right.